Hello, everybody. Welcome to SNKronize. My name is James.
I'm Olaf. Hi.
And we've lost Dimitri in the background, so please excuse the big white panel in the back over there.
See, nobody wants to develop Midnight Bliss anymore. So much your wall won't even support Dimitri.
Jesus. Oh, man. But yeah, the adhesive hooks on the wall have given away, and I'm going to have to measure all that out again.
I'm honestly surprised. So. Those things are going to outlive me most of the time. And then everyone just gave up. Just like, no, never mind. I'm out.
But yeah, I mean, big news. Lots of crazy stuff happening in the world of King of Fighters here.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't been paying strict attention, but I'm pretty sure you have, we got Duo Lon this week, and we got a balance patch to go with him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So first and foremost, that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna talk about the patch. We're gonna go over the patch. We'll talk about some Duo Lon impressions, and then we'll talk about a little bit more nerdy stuff, and then call it a night because I have shit to do. So I can't stay too horribly long. As much as I want to, I can honestly probably rant about the patch alone for hours. But the patch is pretty darn good.
So far, so good, basically, huh? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So the long and short of it is a couple of characters got buffs that they probably didn't need, and like the big boys were hurt, but not full blown kneecapped. I don't think anyone actually got deleted.
Which was the hope, basically, because we don't want everybody to be deleted.
Yeah, I mean, especially also at this point in like a game's lifespan, if someone has dedicated the past like 2 years to Janae, and then she's completely fucking Billy tier.
Right, yeah, uh-huh. I mean, again, that used to happen all the time. People have no idea how common that was. I mean, I always just talk about the Arakune situation.
Oh my god,
from Calamity
Arakune.
Trigger, yeah, to Krohnen
from like the best character in the game to bottom 3.
Yeah, to basically almost being unplayable. That was I mean, Arxis either took the top tier and used to either just nerf them to the point of uselessness or buff them more.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they haven't done the nerf them to the point of uselessness, but they're still doing the buff them more.
I mean, there's always the ever classic nerf from the best character in the game to the best character in the game.
Yep.
Which, honestly, SNK has been guilty of too.
Yeah.
Leona in KOF 14 had a bit of time where she was the best character in the game and then got nerfed to being the best character in the game.
Yeah. And then
good times.
It's kind of the happy chaos syndrome right now too.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, I mean, and there's a couple of characters that I feel that way about a little bit in this patch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like one character in particular, he got a fair amount of nerfs, but then got like 1 or 2 buffs that I think may actually wind up as a net positive. So yeah, if we can we expand that a little bit more?
I mean,
or even like actually zoom out so that the font is smaller and I can just read it from there.
Can you actually do that?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. That's all. That's all.
That's
all.
That's good.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna just go through the patch notes, lickety split. So first and foremost, beating the bosses to get their costumes. You don't have to do that anymore. They just gave them to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they just
like
give you the secondary costumes? Oh, okay. Nice. Okay.
Some trials have been updated to match the fact that those characters have been balance changed to the point that those trials don't work anymore.
Was there a point where you couldn't complete some of the trials?
I think they had the foresight to detect that, so they're like, "Hey, this challenge will not be possible anymore." So now we have to remake the trial.
Oh, okay.
So they've done that. They added Duo Lon's music. Cool. A couple other random bug fixes. Cool. Hey, look at you paying attention too. Hey, Juicebox.
Oh, dang. Okay. Juicebox is a fan, huh?
It's a pretty damn good patch.
Okay.
Tried to make the thing universal where characters can't low profile with 2B before their own active frames. So there's a few of those. They're just tidying up, cleaning house.
Because they did it before, and that was a universal change they tried to do in a previous. Remember, like when Kyo couldn't juggle with crouching light kick and stuff.
That's different. That's that 2B can't actually hit airborne opponents.
Oh.
So now they're adjusting it so that you don't even start low profile until your active frames.
I see. Gotcha.
So it makes it that much harder to anti-air with 2B as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, Shunei buffed his light punch, buffed his jumping heavy kick. Whatever.
Let's go to the characters and just talk about overall impressions, and we'll just talk about the notable things.
Okay, so the big takeaway is that he can now do lights into his 6B.
Yeah, his leaping kick.
Yeah, which lets him do all his fucking, normal confirms off of lights. Which, if you can do combos off of lights, that's part of how you be good in KOF.
And yeah, also Forrest, Juicebox is still streaming a lot of King of Fighters.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely give Juicebox a follow.
Sub
to his channel.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, if you like KOF content, definitely support Juicebox.
So yeah, Shunei can combo off of lights for real now. Additionally, now he can do EX air dash into meterless air dash for giggles.
Right.
So he can fly over stuff, or he can try to feint you by jump forward, air dash back in to punish your anti-air. Shit like that.
But overall, he seems to be a pretty decent winner.
Big net positive, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Shunei's winner. But he needs it.
Right, he's been shitty this whole entire time, and I know Hell Pockets likes him, and every time he gets buffed, he's like, well, we're getting closer,
you know. So the thing is that Shunei is one of the characters who's paying for past sins. Because the end of 14, he was super, super good.
Right.
And so they wanted to nerf him into the ground for the launch of this so he wasn't, just dominating everything.
Right, yeah.
But when SNK tends to do that, they tend to go a little too far. So now they're playing catch up.
I mean, the Samurai Showdown guys know exactly how that feels.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Poor Kyoshiro spent way too long being completely
Well, I don't even mean that. I just mean Samurai Showdown characters in this game, too.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
Yeah. So right. Shunei, though, much stronger.
Yeah. Meiten, his flash kick is no longer a projectile. Which, in the grand scheme of things, is actually a huge buff.
Right, because you can't use projectile invul moves to beat it anymore, right?
Yeah. So now, Mary can't leap in on him and all those fucking projectile invul moves. Yeah. The trade-off, of course, is now that Geese can counter it, so...
Geese is like, yes!
Come on! On top of that, all of his, rekkas and follow-ups and stuff all work better. If you do the dash punch into the follow-up, that follow-up is always gonna fucking work.
No, I mean, but Meiten-kun wasn't weak though, right? He was pretty decent, but he's gotten mostly buffed here, right? So Meiten-kun is gonna be
he might actually be a problem.
Okay, but I mean, again, if most of this patches he might be a problem, then, or she might be a problem, then we're in a good place.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is, Lacid runs a train on people with Meiten.
Yeah.
Chris G has a really strong Meiten. So buffing a character that's already proven to be kind of problematic is frightening.
Yeah. But we were hoping they would buff a lot of the characters to reach the tiers of everybody else. So
yeah. And additionally, he can now advance cancel off of his big explosion super, no matter what, which is pretty convenient. And if you don't, he actually recovers faster from it, so he has more options after the super hits.
Right.
It doesn't oh no, he has Oki, but he used to be +4 on hit.
Right.
On a super that knocks down. So, and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they improved that a bit.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Benny.
Because
that's always what Benny needs is buffs.
But I mean, he was considered strong, but
he's in that good but maybe not problem.
Right.
But he fucking jumps between those fucking levels every patch.
Right.
Is he crazy or is he just good?
I mean, Team Hero, the fact that Team Hero hasn't been strong enough probably has been kind of a...
Yeah, and it's always relying on the strength of Benny, just like every KOF tournament team, really.
Oh, man.
03 is one of the only tournaments he didn't win? Come on.
I mean, is Benny, is lore-wise just supposed to be just super godlike, or...?
No, he's good. He's really good. Really strong. But he just happens to be on the canon-winning team way too much.
So, in other words...
He's just one of those, strategic guys who just wants to collect all the title rings.
So basically, Benimaru takes Sanford Kelly's advice. Pick a top tier.
Dude, I swear, I think Benny just has a fortune teller.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, who's winning KOF this year? Got it. That's the team I'm joining.
That's the secret all along, is that he's actually in charge of verse. He just sees the future the whole time. So, man.
So yeah, anyway, so his snap kick and flash kick, he can cancel the third hit now.
Yeah.
Which means you get way more time to confirm into supers, and it's not as fucking
And it's
hard.
easier, right? Yeah, I was about to say.
You don't have to do all this fancy tech to make it reliable. Just fucking do it. It'll be fine. I mean, honestly, like, you just do the snap kick, and then just start fucking churning butter and mashing, and things work.
Because before it was like...
Annoying as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I got used to it, but it's just like... Now it's accessible to most people, and it does a little extra damage.
Yeah.
So.
And then his punch super is now more punishable.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Whatever.
The fireball super?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, Isla.
She got mostly nerfed, right? So...
Yeah, she's like between nerfed and I don't even know what the point of this change is kind of thing. So, yeah, like, okay, so her DPs have weird different timing and, like, how they super cancel. She lost one of her hard knockdowns. All right, cool. And then her EX fireball now, like, travels different and appears differently. I don't know. All we know is that 2C got nerfed.
The weird thing about it is, we were talking about the fact that, you know, they kind of universally nerfed everybody's command normal chain to no longer hit low.
Yeah.
But they didn't change hers, did they?
Nah.
So it's still a low because it was a.
I thought it was nerfed from a low a while ago, but maybe it still is.
No. I thought they buffed it from not being a low to a low.
I don't play Isla.
So I don't know. Okay.
I mean, at this point, it seems like she needs it.
Yeah, right. The DP was rearranged frame-wise. She lands faster, and more recovery is her on the ground. I think this.
So you get better standing punishes rather than crappy anti-air punishes.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Okay. She lands faster, and more of the recovery is her on the ground. I see. Got it. Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
Heidern.
First off, bug fix. Cool. And then he got one of those. We reduce the recovery frames on your close lights. So I'm not positive what these are for, but I think they're actually to change how you have tick throw setups.
Oh, okay. Because Mary got this too.
Mary got these too. Like, yeah, it's like, it sounds like a buff, but you also lost some of your tick throw shenanigans. Okay.
Wait, it makes it harder to tick throw?
Because of the way throw immunity works on resets.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think there were circumstances where you just walk up close A and then do command grab, and the timing was exactly right that it was basically medium.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of the Laura fix that off of her command throw, she recovered one frame faster, and you're like, wow, that's cool. It was total nerf.
Yeah.
It was a total nerf because it made it so that her light elbow was no longer
a true
plus,
meaty.
Yeah, true meaty plus. So yeah. Okay, but I mean, did he get better? Do you feel like he got stronger?
No, I mean, he's just fucking Heidern. Like, whatever. I think he got largely like, okay, so Stinger is 2 frames faster with more active frames, and it's actually fucking hilarious. How meaty you can make the Stinger now. EX Stinger nerfed a bit, and then his Beyblade Super, you can only do 1 per combo.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, he's still fucking Heidern, like, whatever.
So they mapped the Heidern at the Super so that it's one of those moves that if you use it once, you can't juggle with it again.
Yeah, it's just one of those flags of like, this has been in the combo before. It cannot hit.
He was pretty strong, right? Because Xiao Hai was playing Heidern and killing everybody, right?
Yeah, so. Yeah. By the end of the last patch, he was like pretty clearly top 10, but he's just a little underutilized.
Okay. And these nerfs and the nerfs that he got aren't like even.
They're not huge nerfs, and it's again one of those things though is that if he even just stayed the same, he'd already be buffed by people above him coming down.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's kind of where he is that he's gonna be super good because he wasn't heavily nerfed.
Right.
Dolores got a bunch of buffs that are probably meaningless.
I mean, was she?
She's everyone else tier.
Right.
She's fine. Whatever. Okay. A lot of these buffs are really cool, especially the semi-universal projectiles in a weird place no longer go off screen.
Oh, right. Okay.
So now her EX ground stabs stay on screen even in the corner. So she has better, more reliable corner combos.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's not heavily different from where she was. The command grab buff is kind of neat, I guess. Whatever. She's still everyone else tier, but she's still a pretty fundamentally fine character.
Right. Okay.
All right, Kyo.
I mean, I've seen some sadness for Kyo players out there.
Which means obviously I'm in a good mood.
Right, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm sad because he was one of the characters I was using, but maybe I'll change away from that now.
Jump CD nerfed all to hell.
Yeah.
But for some fucking reason, they're like, we need to give him a dumb air move, so they buffed Jump 2C. The fucking bonk.
Oh, how did they buff that one?
Where is it?
Jump, where is it?
88 Shiki. No, it's not 88 Shiki. Not
Is it this one? No, that's a follow-up.
No, where is it? I actually had to look it up. I don't remember which one it is.
Is it this one here? No, that's a follow-up as well.
Oh, that might that might be. I don't remember. But
maybe they didn't buff it. Maybe it's the follow-up, the one that looks like the
no, that one
cutscene.
buffed 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
so yeah,
okay.
it is the Geshiki Naraku Otoshi.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
Reduced the hurt box, buffed to 80 damage, and then the one where he does it in a Rekka was also buffed to 80 damage.
Yeah.
Thank you. That helped me find it.
Okay. There you go.
So yeah. They altered like combo scaling. They gave him the universal 3D is no longer a low when you combo into it.
But they also made quarter circle forward light much more punishable on block, or I know that if you do down
on
forward
block and on whiff, it's worse.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna own that I have no idea what I'm talking about. Apparently, the punch super fully charged got to keep its unblockable property in this game until now.
Wait, you mean the
yeah, the one where you like. Bah.
Oh, that one. That not the fire one.
Not the fire.
No,
no,
okay.
that's the Orochi.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kyo.
Because Ralph didn't get it.
Right there. Ralph doesn't get to keep an unblockable Galactica Phantom. He gets the only super that deals guard crush damage.
Right.
And this motherfucker got to keep unblockable? Fuck the Kusanagi clan.
Oh man.
Anyways, so yeah, I mean, Jump CD got hit pretty hard.
I'll find out what really happened with Kyo by talking to Andy OCR.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get the
opposite real talk. Yes, let K-Dash have it back too. Yes.
I'll get his side of the side from the other viewpoints.
But his CDs both got bonked a bit. So good.
Iori.
Okay, this is kind of a hot take, but I think he's net buffed. And he's got 4 nerfs on this list, and he's net buffed.
Okay.
All right. So close heavy kick, you can now actually combo into his command normals, which all of which were buffed, by the way. So yeah. Okay. 2B low profile change. Cool.
Right. Okay.
All right. 6A does the little slash and bop.
Right, yeah.
That pretty much always works now, both hits.
You don't have to do the whiff thing anymore, right?
Yeah, which means it works off of more moves, too. Especially now that heavy kick goes into it. Cool. The one that's an overhead is a little faster now. Cool. Okay, blocking a DP, he dies. Cool. EX command grab is no longer physical immune. Good.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been. I'm sorry, it shouldn't.
I mean, it seems like most of the stuff is nerfs, right? So
his command run, I believe, is what that is. Reduced all. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the leaping slash.
Oh,
light kick leaping slash. Better recovery.
Okay.
Which barely matters anyway because you already can cancel it into stuff. But now if you just throw it out and do nothing, like you get like the psychological frame trap.
Right. Yeah.
Because he could just do that. Wait a second, and then light DP.
Right. Okay.
And then nerf the damage on level 2 fireworks.
Okay. I mean, for the most part, though, it seems like he's kind of gotten lateral shifted here.
Yeah, I think lateral shift is a pretty fair
but
one. But
everybody else coming down makes him stronger.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they don't have to kneecap him, but drop a safe on his toes.
Maybe, I mean, wouldn't that would probably reduce the range of his taco kick by a few pixels.
Yeah, because that's what matters.
But I mean, if he loses his toes, right?
That's what real talk. He's gonna be next on the chopping block for characters that need their jump CD and jump B toned down. Those buttons are dumb.
Right.
All right, but whatever. He's still good as fuck. No, not at all. There's actually a fuck ton of buffs in this thing. There's it's only the top 10 that received basically any nerfs whatsoever.
Right, yeah.
So no, they're doing great on this one. Chizuru. Her super doesn't travel off screen anymore.
Which is a burf.
It's a burf.
Although I've been seeing the new mix-ups that people have come up with the instant overheads.
Yeah, do instant overheads because you're in a true block string the whole time, and that does kind of suck. But this is a game where you can emergency roll, so
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's one of those things that if you have enough defensive tools, broken shit ain't that broken. But yeah, she got new cancels.
That was the Killer Instinct mindset. Because you can break combos, just make the whole game as broken as possible.
Fuck yeah. In a game that originally didn't have throws but had overheads.
Oh god, yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. She got some frame timing changes, got some damage changes. She did have her EX running slash thing nerfed by 2 frames. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it slowed down to 9. Okay.
Oh, it got nerfed by 2 frames from the startup.
I'm sorry. No, that was. Yeah, that. Okay, no, I'm mixing that. No, that's her DP.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the running slash got the damage nerf from 100 to 80. That's where it is.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Getting my wires crossed here. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The EXDP actually got buffed in speed, which is fine.
Okay.
Which should. Yeah, it's got buffed to 7. Most characters, their EXDP is 4, maybe 5.
Right. Yeah.
If you have worse than that, that means they think your character is good, or they think your character certainly doesn't need to have a DP that good.
Yeah.
Which is fucking accurate. Chizuru doesn't need a 4-frame DP.
Yeah, which is the opposite mentality of Capcom. Oh, you don't have an OD wake up? Your level 1 super is fucking garbage.
Hi, Zangief.
Zangief, Kim, Lily, Manon. Take your pick, dude. All of them.
Yeah. All right. So, she's fine.
Okay.
She's on the watch list is where she is.
Okay.
She could become a much more potent threat because there's less things preventing her from being there. Okay, Ash.
Now, the interesting about Ash is one of those characters. I mean, she reminds me of Marisa.
Dude, you're still doing...
Dude, God, I'm sorry. Ash, he kind of reminds me of Marisa in the way that this character is not great, but can never be bad because he'll kill you if he touches you.
Yeah.
Basically, right? So you can't
more or
really
less
change...
accurate.
You can't really change him too much.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, first and foremost, okay, close A, hitbox, hurtbox, whatever. Far light punch can be canceled into special moves. You know how often that comes up with one of the worst far A's in the entire game? But hey. Cool. I'm sure there's a good reason for it that one Ash player out there knows, whatever. Close heavy kick, better cancel when... Alright, cool, whatever.
The genie one, yeah.
Okay, so there's good news and bad news to this.
Okay.
The good news is, you're playing Ash. You get a setup. You had a genie behind you. A couple days ago, oops! Now you can be like, I got the new genie. And so you're not fucked in your fucking, tower defense placement shit. Great!
Okay.
Downside is... no matter how good and how smart you are, apparently if you do the forced detonation like that, it doesn't actually destroy enemy projectiles, so you can't use it as a defensive tool.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I have found that a huge bummer. I really wanted to be like, and just actually negate my opponent's zoning.
Oh, right.
But I mean, he's got sonic booms, so whatever.
Right. But you still triggered the detonation, which is huge, right?
That thing also has a super tiny hitbox, is what I learned. But you can actually detonate it at a point where it is bigger than its proximity detection.
Right. Okay.
So, but it's not by much. But it's actually really nice overall. It's mostly the greatest quality of life he's ever gonna get.
Okay.
Liz. This character's fucking back.
Right. This is a character. I mean, so she was obviously super strong, and then they nerfed her, so then she became everybody else tier, right? Now, do you feel like the buffs have put her to top tier, or do you think that they've...
I think there is a good chance she's going to come back as one of the most common anchors again.
Oh, really? Okay.
So the thing is that the reason why she was so powerful and such a good anchor before is on the strength of her Anywhere Juggle Super, and she had really fucking dumb overheads. They took all that shit away. Like, the dumb overheads are gone. So she's still
like the EX crack shoe overheads are gone. Okay.
Because the heavy one was super cancelable as it was. So if she just did 2B overhead super, you're just fucked.
Okay.
She still got really good combos and everything, but now so she has to play a little more honestly. But now she's allowed to have all the cool shit you felt like she should have when the game came out.
Well, I mean, I've seen those combos where they're bouncing on the projectile in the corner, and she could raw max in those.
And it's fun as hell, by the way.
Like, that seems... I mean, she obviously was a character that could raw max super before with the OTG super and stuff like that, but this, you don't even... this seems...
Okay, and so on top of that, so... let's look at her actual individual changes.
Okay.
So, 2B low profile change. Cool, whatever. Alright, Eclair normal version. That's her 6A.
Okay.
And in certain mid-screen situations, if you were doing uppercut, and then 6A to juggle, you just pass under them and whip.
Oh, yeah.
So that expanded push box is literally bigger collision so that you don't whiff when you're trying to juggle like that.
You're taller, essentially.
Yeah, and then change movement speed on top of that. So it is basically far more reliable to get some of those combos, which is fucking good. And then, Insinte, whatever, I can't pronounce those words. Projectile no longer leaves the stage.
Yeah.
Hoo boy.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
Well, the EX one in particular is the big one, right? Because that's the one where they're bouncing on it now.
Yeah,
right?
and you recover well before they stop getting hit.
Yeah.
So, you just do DP, EX Reflect, EX Fireball, Raw Max, and then people are fucking dead. Making her, again, one of the only characters who can combo, Raw Max, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
It is, and it's really fucking fun. It's really powerful, and the thing is, let's ignore the great value of that combo. Think about it just on block.
Yeah.
If she has you cornered, she just fucking chucks a fireball. Oops, free pressure plus on block, guard crush. Have fun. Yeah. So she's super good. I mean, in a lot of ways, she's almost in terms of her pressure, she's a more meter effective version of Chizuru's Spirit Super.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So...
And then what's
So we shouldn't generally be worried about him, it's just hers. Hers is the scary one.
What's Noble Blanche and Grail?
Grell, I'm not sure which one that is. I think that's the chop again. I think that one's the more punishable chop, whatever. Noble Blanche is one of her supers.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's faster now.
Yeah.
I see.
And then the level 3 is the other big one, the bottom change.
Oh, really?
Expanded attack hitbox.
Okay.
She can now do uppercut super in a climax.
Oh.
That was not something available to her before. In the previous patches, she had to go 1, 2, 3 as uppercut, Kikosho, level 3, because she couldn't do uppercut into level 3. Now she can.
Okay.
Which means now, any position, random air-to-air, juggle anywhere, level 1 super, climax.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right, her uppercut super
Now, I mean, it does scale all to hell because juggle anywhere scales all to hell.
Oh, okay.
But that's still, she air-to-aired you for 500 damage.
Right, yeah.
Not even a counter hit.
I mean, the nice thing about that, it's a great closeout for a random air-to-air hit. And it's just hey, you get to die.
And that does lend credence to her becoming anchor again, but it also gives her potentially more potency on second slot. Because that's a 4-bar, which she could use to just eliminate a fucking character. Or she can also just spend that same meter to get the cool fucking corner combo with chucking fireballs and shit.
Well, hey, Duck Helmet, you just bought KOF. make sure to go follow Juicebox's channel. He'll help you out a lot with the game. So
yeah, there's a lot of really smart, strong players out there who provide content to help people learn.
Yeah,
people
yeah.
smarter and stronger than me at the game.
Yeah.
I'm the big nerd who would just talk about it.
You like analyzing the systems.
Yeah, so this is my, like, I've been talking about it with a lot of people. Street Fighter 6 is the game I play alone. This is the game I play with people.
That's fair.
And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I do love KOF, but these guys are way stronger than me and, like, know a lot more of the intricacies of, like, why specifically does this button suck?
Right, yeah.
And, you know, I'm a little more bird's eye, but I also have way more of the dumb fandom shit, so... I gave a 2-hour presentation on Geneth's name, for fuck's sake. Alright, Kukri.
Now, Kukri has been in good tier, right?
Yeah.
Better than everybody else tier.
The
right?
upper end of everyone else. But he's got, like, that wild card potency of the, like, you blinked and you didn't know the matchup. Good game.
Right. He's a knowledge checky kind of character.
Yeah,
right?
with, like, just really good invisible mix-ups and shit like that.
So
all they did is made him, like, they smoothed him out a little bit.
Yeah, because that's only 3 changes in here.
The first one's the really nice one. He's more likely to get close heavy kick from a little further away.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Because his far heavy kick can sometimes get him killed. So that's nice. Shatter Strike brought back to the universal level.
Okay.
And then, yeah, heavy kick Tatsu. Just changed how the first 2 hits connect to make sure that the rest of it connects.
Right. Okay.
Smoothed him out. That's it. Okay.
It's really small.
All right.
I mean, the fact that so Miguel in the chat says that Shatter Strike is finally a thing for Kukri now. Is that a significant buff for him, or is
it's probably about to be.
Okay.
Because so one of the things is you've seen like in 14 and 15 the really stupid Kukri corner combos.
Yeah.
So he kind of had a worse Shadow Strike to offset that. So now he has that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we might see some really dumb combos to help extend certain toys.
Right.
Krohnen.
All right. So this is obviously nerfed from number 1 to number 1 in the previous patch. Clearly, I mean, obviously Janae's up there too, but Krohnen has always been the problem here and super strong, and everybody uses him. He's still if you don't have him on your team, you're wrong. If you're trying to win kind of thing.
Yeah, if you're trying to just walk in and win a tournament, he should be on your team.
Right.
And so, what did Monday do to him?
Right, exactly.
All right. Close heavy punch. Whatever. Increased knockback duration, so he has more hit stun at the end of heavy punch, and reduced knockback distance, and so he can more reliably link and cancel stuff from it.
Okay.
Whatever. Crouching light punch. Fuck you. Changed from a 4-frame to a 5-frame normal, and nerfed the hitbox.
Oh, okay.
Crouching light kick, no longer cancelable into command normals. So he's not allowed to do 2A, 2B slide kill you.
Yeah.
He has to actually go from the 2A.
Right. However, that got nerfed too, right?
Yeah.
So
okay, sweep buffed by 1 frame speed.
Okay.
Whatever. He can have a normal people tool.
I mean, that's the slide, right? Or...
No.
Oh, no, slide is the command normal. That's right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Jumping heavy kick. Slowed down to 9 frames, bigger hurt box. You can actually anti-air him sometimes. Jump CD. Nerfed the fuck out of its hitbox and active frames.
Oh, really?
It's pretty significant. It's still a decent enough button, but yeah, no, it went from fucking stupid to, oh, that's reasonable.
Okay. Went from stupid to, now it's the same as everybody else. Okay,
it does what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is it does what it looks like, rather than, him having an invisible gorilla hanging out with him.
Matthew.
We'll get to him soon.
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, we're going to get to Robert soon, but don't you worry, none.
Yeah.
All right. Slide canceled version.
Oof.
Slowed down to 11 frames and reduced its travel distance.
Right, so light into slide doesn't combo anymore.
I think 2A slide works, but 2A slide totally doesn't.
Right, yep.
And you die for it.
Yeah.
So good.
That was one of the huge buffs because it was so easy to confirm. And then if you
he really, off of the power of that, like the first time he got buffed, that turned him into smash face into controller level good.
Because if it was blocked, fireball or leaping attack. If it got hit, then I get to do my smash face into controller damage basically. Yeah.
Like one time I literally fought a Krohnen and lost, whose entire strategy was basically mash 2A until it worked. What are you going to do? You get fucked.
Yeah,
all right. Heavy leaping overhead / thingy is no longer an overhead.
Okay.
I mean, it's still plus, but it's no longer an overhead.
Okay.
All right, cool. And then his level 3, when hit not as an OTG, it bounces them less high to make it more consistent on all its hits, and buffed its total damage.
Okay, never saw people use that one anyway because all of his other
because
supers
gun.
Also, gun and uppercut super. Now, interestingly enough, obviously the slide is the big one and the jump CD is the big one.
And
right?
2A a little bit.
2A?
Yeah,
Okay.
Turning it into a 5-frame normal is pretty significant.
So, but interestingly enough, this doesn't feel like a deletion though, right?
No, it's basically the best Krohnens in the world are still going to have a good character.
Okay.
Like, mid and bad players who are just hitting the controller with their face are going to suffer.
Right.
Okay, but good people who've had to put in the work, he might stay on their team. He's pretty much fine. Like, that sweep and the jump CD hurt, or the slide and jump CD do hurt a lot, but it didn't make him a bad character. It just brought him from, like, S+ to A. Okay. Which is fine.
Now, my question is Xiaohai going to keep using him? Because if Xiaohai drops him, then we know he's useless. I was kidding.
Or not top tier enough.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there. So Joe's Juicebox just put in, he still does amazing damage, has a stupid good overhead. Lights just don't do as much work, and he has to vie harder for good positions.
Yeah.
So, he actually has to play the fucking game rather than just do Krohnen things. Especially when he was, ratio 15. He was playing a single-player game.
So Miguel even says that he has a friend that's going to keep playing Krohnen.
Yeah, he's not that bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew what he meant. And there's another character I feel that way about, too, but we'll get to them.
Okay.
All right. Oh, he's clearly still A. I think he's clearly still A.
I mean, we'll do a summary at the end because I have a few questions I want to ask at the same time.
For sure. All right, Kula. Buffed for some fucking reason.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. She was obviously stupidly broken for a while, right?
Yes.
She was
the best point character in the game during her time.
Best point character. They nerfed her so that she... I feel like we didn't see anybody play Kula
I see one or two.
Right. Okay. So was she everybody else tier, or was she still super good?
She's everyone else tier.
Okay. So getting buffed is not...
It's not unreasonable, but... And the thing is, all the stuff she got kind of makes sense. A lot of it falls into, you feel like she should have had it to begin with.
Right. Okay.
Like basically, they changed how her DP hits and how her ice skating super hit.
Right.
So that they actually work together.
Okay.
You can now do DP into the kick super, and it'll actually fucking hit people properly.
Okay. And then also they buffed the snowman, right? Didn't they?
They buffed snowman a little, but mostly it also doesn't go off screen. So if you have him cornered, no matter what, they appear.
Okay.
So you could be super fucking irritating now.
Okay. And it's a little faster, it looks like, to that heavy punch version. So
yeah, they're definitely improved. Whether it's enough to like make her crazy, I don't think so. I don't know. But for people who actually want to play Kula, she definitely doesn't feel like you're crippling yourself. Right.
Because, I mean, I saw someone do, like, the meaty snowman into jump or empty jump mix-ups, stuff like that. But, again, like you said, in a game with escape rolls, like, okay.
Yeah.
Right. You block a snowman, you see her jump, you roll out of there, try to get away, basically.
Yeah, I mean, especially like the guard cancel roll because you're fully invincible.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the guard.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, some of these situations you probably can just roll anyway, unless it's perfectly meaty. Might even depend on like your crouch height. Oh, whatever. Right. Anyways, so yeah, Kula net buffed, but nothing too like crazy.
Okay.
Moving on. On Hell. Okay, this one is a thing. Okay, so first off, Mash A auto combo. They made her travel further forward just so you wouldn't drop your auto combo that no one asked for.
Right, okay.
I'll see. Seriously, if you're playing Angel, you really don't want that fucking auto combo.
Okay.
Whatever. Bless their hearts. Close heavy kick has better proximity recognition. You get close D from further away.
Yeah.
Yoshi needed that.
Okay, okay.
Crouching heavy punch. Increased the cancel window. So, if you've never seen Crouching Heavy Punch, it's the one where she does like the weird like almost home run swing.
Yeah.
It was only cancelable about here.
Oh,
it had to hit grounded to be cancelable.
Yeah,
they fixed that. Now, if you anti-air with it up here, it's still cancelable, so she gets a full juggle combo.
So it's like all active frames now. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's so good.
Wait, did it knock down? Oh, it's a knockdown. Okay.
Yeah, it is like a Marvel-looking launcher.
Okay. I didn't know if it was an air reset, but now it's not. Okay.
That's why this matters.
Yeah. So
now, if you do a bad jump and she gets away with a 2C, you're fucked. Because now she's like, all right, run, bop, wall bounce, combo.
Right.
Into Oki because she's on hell. Hilarity ensues. But they were like, all right, cool, we get that. And you know what? Let's buff her jump CD as well. So it has a better hurt box, so you're more likely to actually
get to the
contest air-to-airs.
Yeah.
Or jumping down heavy kick, 1 frame faster, which makes a few situations a little better. I think it makes her backdash a little better. But we can't have everything. So, her jumping heavy punch is no longer an overhead.
Oh, right. Okay.
I do play on hell. So her jumping C is one of the
cross-up moves.
It's one of those moves that it is only a cross-up. Just like Isla's heavy kick and a couple others.
Yeah.
And they've decided that universally moves that are only cross-ups are not allowed to be overheads.
Right. Okay.
And so she's just next in line. It sucks, but it's also like still a good fucking cross-up. If you weren't blocking the cross-up, it probably wasn't the overhead's fault.
Right, yeah.
And worst case, someone actually does block it. Okay. Are you good at on-hell? You'll find a way.
Right.
And then her final change is her command run. You can now just stop.
You can mark or the wolves break it.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, I don't care. Okay. I don't think that's significant. Especially because the stop is so slow that it feels like you can do some of her unchains into the feints. And it's like about the same speed with more invul.
Okay.
So I'm not convinced that that's important. But in their defense, you don't want her to have a good run stop.
Yeah.
Because she does have a command grab she can combo off of.
Right.
So that'd be kind of scary.
So crouching heavy punch is the big change for her. Then.
And close D.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, the jump CD is really nice. I've been playing her enough in the past few days to feel the difference.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You win way more air-to-airs now.
Okay.
It's like it's like a bad version of Shermie's rather than just a bad big button.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because Shermie's is still like a bit better. The move button's fucking dumb.
Right.
But now it just feels like a slightly less good version of Shermie's.
Okay.
She did not gain any significant new combo routes except for off the anti-air 2C, which is just... Did you see the cool 2C combos when they were grounded? Guess what? They work as anti-airs now.
Okay.
That's really what changed.
Okay.
Okay. Yashiro.
Nothing.
You think so. That first one's scary.
Which one's the sledgehammer again?
The leaping bonk.
Attack? Right, yeah.
So the light version now...
So no longer an overhead.
Dude, he hops at you at like ground level. He's just... He is on you.
And it's 21 frames.
And it's a bit faster, but now you can like totally do it in block strings and stuff and hold my plus frames.
Is it plus?
It's either plus or safe, but it's scary as shit. I think it's actually plus because he does it so fucking low.
Okay.
It's really spooky.
Okay.
And then Final Impact. This one actually is really pleasant. So that's his punch super he can hold and charge.
Yeah.
It now gets a damage buff the longer you charge it.
Okay.
Which it kind of should have had. On Hill's the bikini and cowboy boots, the assless chaps, and the leather jacket. That's the one. So first off, It does about the same scaling as Orochi Chris's Fire, where it goes from like 180 to 210 to 240 and it stacks pretty quickly. Almost any combo where you go into the super off of like a launcher, you have enough time to at least get to charge level 1.
Yeah.
So it's a net damage buff no matter what.
Shatter Strike combos are very useful, right, for certain characters.
Shatter Strikes are a really nice occasional get the fuck off me surprise attack in general, and if you can combo off them, great. Comboing into Shatter Strike is usually reserved for if you're going for a stun combo. If your character has really awkward utility with it, like Elizabeth does.
Okay.
Or because you just need like breathing room. Sometimes I will combo in a Shatter Strike just to slow down the fucking match.
Right. Yeah.
But they're not bad. It's just a matter of the character's utility with them.
Okay.
There is another character who has a really good Shatter Strike that we found recently that I'll get into in approximately a half hour to an hour.
So Yashiro obviously was super top tier at one point in time.
Second best second slot in the game.
Right, and then he got nerfed.
Yep.
Did he get nerfed to everybody tier or top tier?
Pretty much everybody else tier, or like the upper echelons of everyone else tier.
Okay.
Like he's like the top of everyone else.
Okay. So in other words, this is good. I mean, he got a slight buff, and now all the top players got nerfed.
Also, just to clarify though, on Final Impact, there's a second change there. Resolved an issue where the projectile level was lower than expected.
Okay.
So when he punches, he's got like this dust cloud around it. Yeah, that negates projectiles.
Oh.
And so now they've fixed it so that it negates projectiles at the level of the super. So if you have any projectile level 1 super or below, he'll just eat clean through and keep punching.
Right.
But if it's a level 2 super, it'll stuff him. If he does the level 2 punch, he'll go through the level 2 projectile, and it all works as intended now.
And it doesn't change while he's charging, does it?
No, he has to swing.
Right. Well, I just mean if he charges up, does it increase the projectile level? No, okay.
All right, Shermie.
Always been strong.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because grapplers are allowed to be good in KOF.
Right, basically.
All right, but standing light kick got nerfed heavily. That's her little 2-hit boop.
Yeah,
So nerfed speed, nerfed hitbox, reduced active frames, nerfed knockback, increased recovery.
Okay.
If you don't cancel it, you die.
Right, okay. They already nerfed her crouching heavy punch a little bit by like 1 frame or something like that. Okay.
Close standing heavy punch. Buffed it slightly, just so like it's kind of a little better at like anti-airing randomly.
Right.
That's that one. Its purpose is frequently they're scared of you grabbing, so you throw that out, and they basically try to jump away and get tagged by it.
Okay.
So they kind of buffed it in that purpose.
Okay.
Shermie Carnival, reduced recovery frames. I really need to lab that out to see if they just gave her a safe jump. I didn't really dig into it too much.
Oh, man. So, interestingly enough there, though, she's pretty much didn't change.
Not dramatically, other than, like, toning down light kick actually hurts.
Okay.
But fundamentally probably about broke even. Like, it's not like she lost a whole tier from it.
Well, that's the thing is if you cancel light kick, I mean, the best thing you're going to cancel is just like the spin kick, right?
Yeah, but it's either spin kick. You can do the close one to try to keep pressure, or the heavy one to go over them.
Right. But before it was just an easy hit confirm kind of thing that if they didn't get hit, then you just let it finish.
Yeah. Well, it's also, don't forget, that you can cancel the second hit in a quick max.
Oh,
which is actually relevant.
Okay.
So you have to now.
Right.
Orochi Yashiro was never even considered the best grappler overall. Is he now? He's in the running. But Clark and Vanilla Shermie were also definitely part of that conversation.
Okay.
All right, Chris.
I mean, there's a lot of buffs here, so...
well, my personal opinion is that most of them are meaningless.
Right, that's the question, right? So...
All right. Far heavy kick, better recovery will be... raw overhead, 6B, is a little faster, a little better damage. He is running things that super cancel better. Look, the whole thing of him is, if you just look at his entire set of notes, everything here is reliant on burn meter to play.
Right. No spoilers, Juicebox. No spoilers. Come on, Juicebox. You know better than that.
All of Chris's changes are reliant on, hey, we made his EX better. Hey, its super cancels better. Hey, this super is better.
It just sounds like quality of life changes for him.
Yeah, but it's like, he fucking sucks. And making him burn meter to suck less is not a way to fix the character.
Right.
Like, because you don't want to play him any later than second. It's not like you're going to run an Anchor Chris so you can burn all that meter.
So, in other words, Chris is actually one of the more underwhelming characters. Like, he didn't get enough then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Everything he got here is cute. It's nice. And I don't think there is a single person on the fucking planet who is like, I'm going to play him now.
Right. It's just the people who already used him be like, well, maybe he won't suck as bad anymore.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
My personal stance right now is Chris is like samurai tier.
Really?
Yeah, I do not envision any universe where Chris actually fucking matters. Like, there's gonna be people out there who can make him look good for sure. Like,
right.
You know, CD and to teleport dash into things. That's fucking cool. You know what you could have done is pick a good fucking character.
Right.
Yeah, I'm super over it.
Okay.
They have to like retool him entirely to make it matter. But who cares?
K-Dash.
All right, so K-Dash. I actually really like what they did to him.
Oh, okay.
He's a good-ass character. Let's just be fucking clear. K-Dash is a good-ass character.
Where was he before this patch?
Good-ass character. He's just super complex.
Okay.
He is hard to play to his capacity.
Because of the juggle anywhere combos and stuff.
And
right?
his overall neutral. Like, he can't, like, I mean, remember, he's fucking, like, Mugen Street Fighter V Lucia. Like, you do fireballs into things, into other things, and they all have to make things happen.
Right.
You can't just fireball, DP, play neutral.
Right,
He doesn't get that.
Okay.
So he takes a lot more work and a lot more inputs. He's like the Angel of Shotos.
Okay.
So, close light kick can now rapid cancel into other lights. It's kind of nice. Good for him. Good quality of life. Far heavy punch, whatever. Crouching light kick, whatever. Jumping heavy punch, nerfed a little bit. All right. Blackout followed up from Second Shell EX. Okay, so this is
the slide, right?
This is EX Fireball into up kick
kicks.
into Blackout.
Yeah.
Specifically. Simplified its input and buffed its recovery. So now if you, from anywhere in the screen, do EX Fireball, Launcher, Blackout, you are point blank on the same side, and you're just like, hi.
And you get juggles now, basically.
Yeah,
right.
reliably.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's actually a pretty nice buff for it. Quality of life kind of buff. Nah. I don't think that's enough to really change fundamentally what he needs and doesn't need. I think he's fine. And then this one, this is
basically nerfing Farsi, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Farsi is a bit of a nerf, but it's not an end of the world nerf.
Okay.
All right. No, okay, that's not KOF, that's Japan.
Yeah, Japan. I mean,
it's some blank with an apostrophe is blank dash.
Right. So just as the story that we always tell, Street Fighter Champion Edition in Japan was called Street Fighter 2 Dash. They just had an apostrophe next to the 2. That's why on the title screen you see an apostrophe. But in America, we don't use that, so they changed the name to Champion Edition. Its official name is Street Fighter 2 Dash.
By the way, case in point also, when 99 came out and was localized, they called him K Prime.
Did they? Really? Oh, dang. Interesting.
So
okay.
that's still a name that some regions remember him by.
Right. Okay.
Anyways, this one makes me so happy, and everyone else needs to think about the ramifications here.
Okay.
Air minute spike, increased command input window.
Okay.
James, you're smart enough to know what that means probably right off the bat.
Right. It just basically means the backdash into the air minute spike is a lot easier to do now.
Oh, it's better than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so what it's literally saying is it maintains the input in your buffer longer.
Right.
Which means now you can actually fucking Tiger Knee it.
Oh, so you can
because you know, like KOF 15 is notorious about Tiger Knee moves being ass.
Having like 1 frame window of too early and too late.
It genuinely feels like it's 3 or 4 frames now. It actually fucking works. It might be more than that.
So you don't need to do the backdash version anymore.
No, I mean, it doesn't hurt to do it, but you can actually legitimately do a Tiger Knee one and it'll fucking work.
Right. So
it's still tight, but it doesn't feel unreasonable.
So I mean, obviously for those people unfamiliar with K-Dash, he has the juggle anywhere on the air minute spike.
Which is basically his hurricane kick.
Right, but the nice thing about it is he had combos where you would hit them, jab them out of the air reset them, but before they land, juggle anywhere them with this and loop it like he had in 11, right?
Yeah, now the nice thing here is they're also smart. If you do it as an anywhere juggle, the damage is cut in half.
Yeah. They're like, all right, we'll make it easier so you can do cool shit, but it won't be as beneficial.
Yeah, we're not going to have to ban K-Dash because we let you do cool shit.
Right, yeah, okay. Because K-Dash was top tier in 11, right? He was like
top
third
five.
best.
He's clearly top 5 in 11.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's... actually, he's tied at third with Rio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good as fuck in that game.
So he's,
he's also super, super good in O2 for similar reasons.
What's going to be cool about this, is that the technical players who like K-Dash will be playing him a lot more now. Like, the K-Dash fans out there, I think will be playing a lot more K-Dash. So I think that's neat.
He would honestly probably be on my list if I wasn't already so spoiled for choice I don't have room for him.
Right, yeah.
And the next character falls victim to that same problem.
Maxima?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now it is well documented that I fucking hate Maxima after 11 because he is just a bastardization of a character that I really enjoy.
They got rid of all of the cool shit, right? Yeah.
I am still sitting here like, god damn.
Really?
Maxima's a fucking monster.
Really? Well, because he was still considered very low tier in before this patch, right?
Well, because if you're a big body in KOF not named Goro Daimon, you must be bad. Occasionally, Chang gets to circumvent that.
Okay.
They just don't believe in him because he doesn't play a lot of KOF.
Okay.
He has to play a little different. But like, Ultra David is a big fan of Maxima.
Right, yeah.
And part of that is he doesn't strictly have to play KOF.
Right, exactly. He gets the kind of
Yeah.
he gets to play more Street Fighter,
just like
basically.
Dinosaur does.
Yeah. So it makes sense that David uses both of them, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They play Street Fighter big body, not quite KOF big body. And if you can get your head around that, Maxima fucks shit up. He does way too much damage, and if you're willing to take advantage of his guard point normals, it's fucking awesome.
Right.
So what'd they do? Oh, far heavy punch is now cancelable.
I mean, David saw that one. I saw him tweet that he wasn't sure, like, if that's gonna be...
It's nice. It's
Okay.
actually pretty nice. It's a little unwieldy, but it's better to have it and not have it, really.
Right, yeah.
But this combined with the next one.
Okay.
The EX Vapor Cannon. Now, reduced recovery.
Which one's the EX Vapor Cannon?
So, Vapor Cannon.
Okay.
So the EX one is the two-hit wall bounce.
Right, yeah.
And now travels backward on hit.
Oh, okay.
What this means is that now if you do EX Vapor Cannon in the corner, he
Yeah.
steps far enough out of the corner to juggle you and keep the corner.
Right.
It's horrific.
Okay, yeah. I was just about to say that. And I wonder does that mean like middle of the the standing C, is that an air reset button anyway?
I believe it is, but it's okay. He has like shoulder tackles and shit.
Okay.
He
I
has-
was just thinking about bouncing you off the wall and then punching you and doing stuff, but that's not
I
gonna
mean,
work
you can just
then.
do regular Vapor Cannon
Right,
too.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah, now in the corner, you get to keep in the corner, basically, right? Yeah.
Well, we can't make it forced. So, like, whenever there is one, maybe just clip it and then just
Right.
put it in a montage and, like, the end of the year. But, like, this is all the dumb shit Mike did.
Yeah, I mean, the funniest thing was, I always remembered, like, back when Street Fighter 2 was the only fighting game, and Guile was, like, the first character that really got the 3-hit combo, which is jump fierce, crouch strong, flash kick. Like, no matter who you talk to, no matter where you came from, it was always jump fierce, crouch strong, flash kick.
Yep.
Everybody did that. One arm, the other arm, the other arm. Like, everyone, that was the universal sign language for jump fierce, low strong, flash kick. Oh, man.
All right, Whip.
So Whip is the character who everyone thought was bad.
Oh, she was bad.
Oh, she was
On
bad.
launch, she was dog shit.
Oh, okay, so she was dog
She was
shit.
absolute dog shit on launch.
But then they buffed her, and people didn't think they buffed her a lot, but she got buffed way more than people thought. And as time went on, she just kept getting stronger by more people using her.
And by getting more buffs.
And getting more buffs, right?
Yeah.
So,
she is a good character.
right, so she's at everybody else tier pre-Duo Lon patch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, for sure. And she's probably at the upper end of everyone else, and not because she's not strong, but because she has really volatile matchups. That's her problem.
Okay.
So just to be clear, like, it's not that she's not crazy strong. It's that a couple of characters can totally shit on her, and a couple of mistakes, and she dies anyway.
Right. And
so she's kind of volatile.
Yeah, and looking at this list, it seems like she got all buffs.
Oh, yeah. All right, so charging whip stance and walking around, faster movement.
Oh,
That's what that is. Then the Type B code strength. That's the one where she hits you mid and sucks you in rather than knocking you down. Increased how hard you suck them in.
Oh, you pull them in closer now, basically.
Which means that, like, from like sweep distance or a little further, she gets you close enough to close C.
Okay.
It's horrifying. And mind you, that this is a move where she can stay outside of your DP range and throw it out meaty.
And it has a disjointed hitbox, basically. Oh.
Yeah, so she'll avoid your DP, but if you blocked or got hit, she wins.
Right, yeah.
And can do stuff.
So she vacuums you in even on block? And is it plus? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, it's plus enough to at least, like, I think the worst it ever can be is frame trapping standing light kick.
So it's way better than Poison's version, basically. Okay.
Again, this is a game with defensive tools.
Right.
But
okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, Crescent Swatter code FS. Increased the active frames of projectile nullification hitbox.
Yeah.
So her weird reflect where she makes that wind orb.
Yeah.
It was way too fucking strict. They loosened it. Nice.
Okay.
Alright, now this is the funny one. Okay, Sonic Slaughter. That's her whippy super.
Right, the one where you slide back and forth through her, basically.
Yeah. Increased invul. That's nice. Increased active frames on hit. Oh, that's nice. Too bad it created a bug.
Oh, no. She has a bug, huh? Okay.
Yeah, if someone's jumping around, you basically anti-air with it on some of, like, the weird new active frames. Yeah, they could just fall out of it and, like, jump around and walk away and punish you on hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, at least it's not a game locking or some weird thing like that.
And they're already aware of it. They have already made a social media post saying, yep, we know, we're fixing it. Sorry.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've already addressed it.
Okay.
They've got 3 bugs right now they're already addressing.
I mean, are any of these bugs ones that you gotta let Jabali know about for CEO Taku or something like that? They're just...
So in terms of gameplay, this is the worst one.
Oh, okay.
So the other 2 bugs are occasionally there's a weird jank thing in like rematching in an online match where the game might crash, which is a shame.
Okay, right.
And then the third one is a typo in a command list.
Okay, because you've seen the Guilty Gear Strive bug, right? Where
the banana?
Yeah, the banana, which there was no ruling for it. And
course.
Someone did it in a tournament when they were losing against Beneath, I think it was. Yeah. Like, you did it, you just see Beneath, like...
I thought it was Beneath was the one who did it.
No. He's the Faust player.
Yeah.
The Anji player did it to him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't seen that one yet.
Oh, really?
Okay, I mean, just make sure to tag the KOF15 hashtag so that the devs will find out.
Yeah,
they're really good at monitoring
and
that.
let Jabali know as well too, right? So that he could make a ruling on it for CEO Taku.
That might be part of it, like changing its cancel window or something. But yeah, Whip is net buffed on an already pretty darn good character.
So now she's like.
She's gaining a little more consistency, really. I think she really has the potential to be into the, like, that A tier.
Yeah. I mean, the crazy thing is, I wanted to save this for the end, but, does any character right now feel like they're S tier, like, to the level that Krohnen or
nobody
Shunei is?
Nobody to that level.
Right.
There's honestly probably 2 characters that are increased to the point that they're in that conversation.
Right. Okay.
And we will approach them soon. All right.
Okay. Antonov.
He got some better buttons. His light DP now is a true DP rather than or a semi-true DP. So he loses combo tools off it. Tunguska Bomber got a bigger hitbox.
So,
cool.
Forrest, just be careful about that. Make sure it's not your joystick. That I had a joystick problem with that, and I actually changed all the buttons, and now it never happens anymore. So, just make sure it's not your controller.
EX Whale Stream, bigger hitbox when you're comboing, and it is huge.
Wait, which one's Whale Stream?
The big wind-up tornado punch thingy.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
It's cool. Some of the Antonov players are at least not unhappy.
Because the thing is, I've always seen him ranked pretty low.
Yep.
And he clearly did not get enough to put himself into, like, solidly into the everybody else tier.
Nah,
so.
I mean, he might be in the bottom of everybody else.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of where, like, if we're saying that the everybody else tier can have, like, 45 characters.
Yeah.
He's in everybody else, I think.
Everybody else tier, I mean, literally means everybody else.
Yeah, It's, like, basically it just comes down to there's, S tier, A tier, everyone else, and dog shit. Like, that's more or less what the conversation is.
Well, I mean,
and nobody is clearly S.
Right, and so far right now, the only two characters that we've hit that feel like that they're not strong enough yet are Chris and Antonov so far in this list.
And even Antonov, I would consider still being in the bottom of everyone else.
Right, okay.
Like, he got some help. I mean, he's still rough, but he's still one of those characters that, oops, you're dead.
Yeah, okay, he's got Marisa powers, basically, yeah. We haven't hit Ramon yet because Ramon's next. Let's go.
Okay, as a Ramon player, I don't give two shits. These changes are largely inconsequential, which is fine. All right, so 6A, if you cancel into it, is no longer a knockdown for no fucking reason, and that might actually be a nerf because of the way he gets dumb shit off of knockdowns. But it also has some cool, like, it has some nice utility.
I mean, doesn't it give him new combo routes and stuff?
Not really, because he had 3D anyway.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't change much. It just changes a little bit of, like, some situations. Now, there might be a point where something does change and we understand more.
So the reason why they nerfed Isla is because Isla was considered one of the best characters.
She was top 10.
Yeah, she was top 10. Yeah.
So she was considered top 10 and was part of, like, every top 8 of every major for the past 6 months.
Right. Especially because Xiaohai and E.T. both played her. So yeah.
So that gives you evidence that she's strong enough. If she's strong enough for them to play her, she must be a very, very strong character. So probably needs at least a feather touch.
Yeah. I mean, it was always sad for me because the way that I played her, I tried to make her all hoppy and whatever, and it wasn't. I tried to do the not play KOF thing with her, but she just plays KOF, and you just got to accept that. So
I'm gonna play Marvel Morrigan as a rushdown character only.
Right? Yeah. Basically.
Okay. Ramon, Tiger Neck Chancery EX version expanded throw range. I don't really know why. Maybe there's, like, a character-specific reason where, like, one of his combos just doesn't work against this tiny character, so that whatever, who cares? Tiger Load, which is if you do the wall run into just faceplant and you don't do any follow-ups, you can now hoist off it. That's cool, I guess. But these changes make me fucking laugh.
Okay.
Buffed the ever-loving shit out of the damage on his command throw supers. And why would you do that? So that you make it less obvious how inferior they are to his EX command grab.
Well, like, what do you mean?
Every combo that goes into EX command grab, leads into OTG and everything, does exponentially more damage than any of his supers. So by buffing the ever-loving shit out of his throw supers, it's less apparent how big the gap is. And there's kind of the universal thing that supers that you can't really do shit out of, like even climax cancel, which is usually throw supers, all got their damage buffs because they're standalone supers.
Right, okay.
But yeah, mostly it's EX command grab, the Tiger Neck Chancery is so fucking good now, there's no reason to ever super with him.
Interesting.
So it's just kind of cute that it's like, hey,
I mean, does the EX do the things that the supers would do but better, or is it just it's so good that you don't want to use his meter for anything else except for that?
Clearly the second one, a little bit of the first one.
Okay, got it.
So it's the sheer utility of them and the fact that you can link into them reliably off of, like, hoist 1 and then you OTG after them.
You know what's funny? Jasmine doesn't come up to the table as much unless we're doing SNKronize. Like, I think she just is curious about the
squad goals, huh? Squad goals.
I think she also likes you a lot too. So
that and KOF supports black cats.
Oh, okay, there you go. Perfect.
Rugal, Adelheid, and even Zero all have big black kitties.
Okay, so Ramon.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. The EX gives him a hard knockdown or a safe jump, whichever one you want. Like, so you can either OTG or safe jump. You can put it into basically every combo, and the super is just, it's a grab super, yay.
Yeah, so obviously Ramon wasn't dog shit tier anymore, but he was still outside of everyone else tier.
No, he finally climbed to the bottom of everyone else tier, and I think he's actually undervalued.
Okay, and so basically he's just kind of stayed where he is.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he didn't get anything significant.
Right.
But it's fine because he's another one of those characters that you got to be really careful not to overbuff. So it's fine.
Okay.
Dinosaur. Tweaked a bunch of his hitboxes, nerfed his jab, which is fine, whatever. That button was really good. It was a really good poke. But they tweaked a bunch of his command normals so they actually work better. EX Assault Raptor has better recovery, so you might get Oki. His punchy slashes change their hitboxes, whatever. And then they buffed the damage on Dinner of Dinosaur. Like, there's probably one or two of these that'll matter to a dinosaur specialist, of which I am not one of them.
Right.
So they feel kind of mostly inconsequential, except for like jab nerf hurts a little, I guess.
But Dinosaur was also considered kind of outside of the everybody else tier.
But that's also, again, because nobody likes playing big bodies in KOF.
Right.
I think he's a bit better than people give him credit for.
So no, it's the whole thing again where the reason why Corey and David have success with him because they're playing him Street Fighter style, which works.
Yeah, they're definitely playing him less KOF than a lot of other people would want to, and that I still stand by as one of the biggest problems in the KOF fighting community, is that they're so focused on playing KOF that they don't often think about other ways that characters might work.
Right.
It took way too long for people to realize that Whip was fine. Because she doesn't always play traditional KOF.
Yeah.
There are a lot of matchups where she could just spend the whole time doing like neutral jump C, because it's a better zoning tool than like almost anything else in the game.
Right, yeah.
You know? Like, you can just play her like fucking Ghost Rider and Marvel, really. Just a couple of jump buttons, a couple of full screen sweeps, and you're fine. She has problems. If someone gets in and mauls the shit out of her, sure, that sucks. Dinosaur has that problem.
Right.
But if you can play solid not KOF, it's not as severe. Right. But if you just try to play him as a KOF, you know, run up 2B, run up hop CD, that doesn't actually work with those characters as well.
Right. Okay.
I mean, Whip it does. Whip's jump CD is ridiculous. Right. But whatever.
So King of Dinosaurs probably maybe like bottom of everybody else tier at this point.
Yeah,
so.
Bottom. If he's lucky, he can get to the middle of everybody else. But that's if he's lucky, and most of that's also like adjusting for grappler.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, adjust for inflation, adjust for grappler. All right.
Has anyone ever figured out Leona?
There's a couple Leona players out there. She's still really unorthodox.
Right.
But she got some cool stuff. She got some stuff I like. Sweep's now cancelable.
Ooh, okay.
And I've definitely had a friend of mine go, the fuck is that for?
Uh-huh.
So first off, sweep into her running slash, which is already safe on block.
Right.
Like,
that's what I was thinking right
on block,
there.
that's dope. On hit, it's fine. And if you delay it a little bit, you can even get the slash as a meaty.
Oh,
it's really gross.
Interesting. Okay.
Sweep into earring bomb. Mm-hmm. They wake up, they gotta hold that.
Right.
She's got a lot of really cool tech.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Leona is basically skill gated behind her links and shadow strike combos. Without those, her damage isn't worth the meter, and her normals in this game are just average. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Juicebox says in the chat. So.
Jumping heavy kick, reduced hurt box before startup. Nice. Jump CD, reduced hurt box. Cool. Nice. Same thing. Moon Slasher, tweaked it so that it no longer has a sweet and sour spot. Same thing her dad got last patch.
That was
at point blank and tipper they were getting different damage values.
Oh, interesting.
And so now they're just normalized. Fuck it.
Okay.
Heavy version buff to 100 damage will be Moon Slasher EX buff damage. Cool. Excalibur heavy punch altered opponent behavior on hit.
Which one's Excalibur?
The dive kick one. And air fireball.
Okay.
I'm still not sure exactly what they really changed. It's almost the same. Like, it's a subtle change. Whatever. V Slasher. If you now do instant overhead jumping heavy kick into super, it no longer punishes you for it.
Okay. That's fair. Shout out to Lurker Spine. Thank you for the sub.
Orochi, Leona, and Yuri, never. Absolutely never. As much as I would like to see Orochi Leona again, canonically, she's basically never going to happen anyway. But they are consistently banned for being broken. O2 is the only game where they're not banned because it's a transformation super that costs her half her health. Anyway, Ralph's DP is a little bit faster, better, destroys projectiles, and if you destroy projectiles with it, you recover even faster. It's kind of awesome.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Additionally, he can combo off him a bit better again, whatever. And then Dive Punch got the Tiger Knee buff.
His DP is the thing.
No, it's the.
Oh, that's right. The ground pound. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Clark. His grab super got buff damage. His running 3 grab is a little faster. Actually, it's a lot faster. But that's it. That's Clark. That's Ralph. Cool. Moving on.
Okay.
Terry.
But I mean, here's the thing. Where's Ralph been after his nerfs? Right.
Everyone else.
He's just been everyone else. And so he's still in everyone else. Clark has always been slightly better than everyone else,
Yeah.
or okay.
Yeah. Once people stopped being idiots and were like, oh wait, grapplers are good. Yeah. So I mean, Clark. At least Clark's buffs aren't like neutral changing or anything. It's just if he does the super, it hurts more.
Right. Which is kind of nice because I mean, honestly, every time you OTG'd into super, that shit did no damage.
Yeah.
It was no damage.
Now, fun fact is that on the max one, no change in minimum guaranteed damage. They just buffed it raw, basically.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay. So if it can still get scaled to hell, basically.
All right.
Okay.
Terry, close light punch, reduce knockback. Cool. Maybe he gets some better combos, more reliable stuff on like the 2B, 2A, 3C, whatever. Far light punch, reduced recovery, bigger hitbox. Cool. Crouching heavy kick, reduced recovery. EX crack shoot, reduced recovery. It is safe as fuck.
Oh yeah, okay.
It is safe.
I mean, so obviously Terry, like Ralph, was in, and Vanessa. They were the original.
They were the launch meta team.
Right, and so now Terry has always been better than everyone else here, right? Or has he been
the upper end of everyone else? He's
okay.
good, but he's not crazy.
He's never gotten back to VRT status then, basically.
No.
So.
Well, in all fairness, though, is that he's the least nerfed of the 3 of them.
Right. Yeah.
He just kind of got phased out of the meta because he was just kind of overwhelming for being super good at something we all know how to do.
Right. Now, obviously, these things aren't going to vault him into any sort of new, but again, he might have benefited a lot from everybody else getting nerfed a little bit. So,
yeah, he's just Harry, whatever.
Freaking Andy got nothing, dude.
Except he did.
Close standing light punch, change attack starter from 5 to 4, and then the light DP has
as anti-air.
Is anti-air now.
You have no idea how much he needed that light DP.
Oh really? Oh,
it helps him a lot.
Okay.
Andy's probably the best in the team.
Oh really? Okay.
He's actually really quite solid. He just has to you have to kind of understand what Andy wants to do. And yeah, no, he's super good. And so yeah, that light DP actually does a lot, and having a 4 frame is really convenient.
Okay.
So whatever. All right.
Okay. Maybe I'll replace Kyo and put Andy back on my team then, or something.
I would consider it. All right, yeah. Joe, Hurricane Upper Heavy Punch, increased projectile speed. That thing's fast as shit.
Okay.
It's so fast now. All right. So
Jesus Christ.
Down to back light kick.
That's the lunging kick. Oh, that's the spin kick, right? Yeah. Okay.
Faster, less distance, no longer hits behind him. It's now 1 hit. Changed all of its damage and stun to compensate for the fact that it's now only 1 hit. More hit stun.
I mean, that changes a lot of his combos, right?
If you juggle with it, you can now hit after it.
Oh, okay.
Can no longer hit twice, and then increase recovery. I really don't know how to wield this tool. I labbed with it for a while, and I was like, I have no idea how to combo into and out of this thing. But cool, I guess, whatever.
Okay.
But I also didn't play Joe enough to have anything to compare it to.
Right.
Like, it might be one of those where you couldn't even combo after it, so if you did a super, you were still fucked, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, dang. And then they tied the heavy kick version to the light kick version. So you can't
only
use both of them in one combo.
you only get 1 heal drop per combo.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
All right. Rio. Slowed down.
Crouching light
changed
kick.
His cancel window. Light DP is more punishable. Heavy DP changes how they fly away when you hit them. Rambu only advance and climax cancels on the final hit, which is a semi-universal change they're giving us, thank Christ.
Okay. So you can't accidentally cancel too early, basically.
Yes,
right, okay.
And then Rambu Max, both Rambus also bigger hitbox. Okay. So if you like advance cancel into them or get like a DP weird situation, you're less likely to whiff under them after the DP. Mm-hmm. That's it. Cool.
Okay.
Robert, got a 4-frame. Far heavy punch is now cancelable.
This is the big one, right?
Yeah.
Well,
no.
they made it an anti. Oh, no.
No.
This is the DP. This is the DP. Okay. I'm sorry.
Light DP actually anti-airs people.
Okay.
Bigger hitbox. Change the timing and when he becomes airborne.
Okay.
So it changes the window for his super cancels, basically.
Yeah.
DP. The other DP is bigger. Whatever. Okay. Now Hien Simpukyak.
This is the big one right here.
Light Tatsu changes how it hits people, so you get all sorts of wild new combos.
So before, it was only the EX one that you could juggle afterwards. It was only the EX one you could juggle afterwards, but now you can juggle after the light one. So you can use the light one in combos for air resets into EX Rambu.
And all sorts of wild shit.
Yeah, not EX Rambu, but EX that thing, yeah.
Zenret's cap.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, Robert is,
Yeah. Robert is he came out winning.
Yeah, because light kick Tatsu you can combo into DP.
And again, Far C being cancelable now just opens up way more opportunities for him.
No, Jasmine's still there.
Yeah, she's just chilling in my lap.
She's just sleeping, so which is really cool.
Decided I was comfy today.
Nice.
All right, King.
Yeah, I think she really likes you, so.
Poor King.
Poor King? Oh no! Wait, she was considered
ass.
Was she bad before?
She's like towards the lower end of everyone else.
Really?
She's not very good. It's just the fact that like she's one of those like she's a zoner and she touches you, she gets to play a movie. And that's her entire game. She doesn't even have a DP.
And then they nerfed her?
No, that's what she is now.
Oh, she is now? What was she before?
She had a reversal.
She's a
competent zoner in a game with other good zoners and better normals.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah, she's not even a duke.
So close standing light kick got nerfed. Sliding the cancel version's no longer a low. Trap kick.
No. So the close B is actually a buff. Reduced knockback distance and reduced recovery.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cancel slide's no longer a low. Universal.
Sorry, when I saw recovery frames, I was thinking of hitboxes for some reason.
Cancel version 6A, slightly buff damage. Air Venom Strike EX, massively buff damage, which is cute.
Okay.
Heavy Tornado Kick, you can combo for longer on your juggle. Alright, that's cool. And all her supers now advance and climax cancel on the last hit only. Alright, that's cool. That doesn't fix her.
So she wasn't particularly strong before, and she's still not particularly strong.
I mean, so King's running into the same problem that a couple other characters are, and it's what I joked the other day is the Alex problem. Is that Street Fighter V, they spent 4 years not fixing Alex, just buffing the one thing he was already good at.
Right, yeah. That was the Lucia problem, too. Right, yeah.
King's got the same problem. They're not fixing why she sucks. They're just buffing the things she's already competent or good at. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Okay. She gets better damage when she lands her good hits now, what Juicebox says.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like, and again, what whoop-de-do.
Right.
All right, Athena. Athena got some pretty neat shit, actually. Crouching light kick, universal low profile change. All right, cool. Close heavy punch, reduce knockback distance, making all of her combos work a little better. Crouching heavy punch, increased knockback duration, so more hit stun.
Okay.
Cool. Phoenix Bomb Air, increased recovery frames when performed during backstep.
Oh, that's the backdash into the bomb thing, right?
So so let me clarify what this actually is. This isn't backdash peachy. This is your back's to the corner. So my back's to the corner. I'm Athena. You have me cornered. I do backdash peachy and it hits you. More recovery on that.
Oh wait, only on a hit?
She could just do peachy like she always could. Or it's one frame difference and nobody can fucking tell.
Right.
I think this is actually meant to nerf her getting that janky corner instant overhead.
Okay.
And if Juicebox, if you want to add into that, but I'm pretty sure that's all it does is change how that works. Is her janky backdash peach on hit.
If it hits you. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't find any valuable difference on just backdashing, but I actually tested in the corner and it felt kind of janky. More janky than before. So...
Yeah, because backdashing to Peachy never actually could hit anybody outside unless she was in the corner.
She is
basically.
cornered and they're pressing against her.
Yeah.
And Angel has the same thing with her backdash jumping 2D, and it's super dirty, and I love it. So yeah, they did that for her. Anyways, all her fireballs and Psycho Shoot form got buff damage. Cool. Good for her. Shining Crystal Bit is now 4 frames. Good. Fine. And buff damage. Cool. Fine. And all the Shining Crystal Bits got buffed. Cool.
So, where was Athena before the patch?
Everyone else.
Everyone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's middle of everyone else. Like, she's considered better than King because she actually has a fucking DP for starters.
Right, yeah.
She's not bad by any means, but she still gets outshined.
Okay. So
but people who like Athena are probably celebrating
right yeah. So she definitely got some buffs, right?
I mean, honestly, just 4 frame Shining Crystal Bits, really nice.
And then also the fact that all of her fireballs do more damage, I feel like makes her zoning game a little more...
So it's specifically Psycho Shoot, not Psycho Ball.
Oh,
it's the one that's with the slower startup. And she does like
that one. Yeah. Okay.
Jasmine, I actually need you to move. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
What happened?
My heel is falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Shit,
I hate when that shit happens.
Yeah.
All right. Mai, better movement speed walking backwards. And for how much I don't care for Mai and how little I play her, oh god, that's her buffed version? Oh god. EX Fireball, when it bounces off their heads like she's Anji, it doesn't leave the screen anymore off the corner.
Oh,
which is really nice.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can no longer do 2 EX Fireballs in one combo. As the juggle shit.
Okay.
Hisatsu Shinobiachi heavy version is now a hard knockdown.
Yeah.
Which is fucking grimy.
Right, yeah, I saw that. Okay.
And then Kagero no Mai, which is her pillar super.
Right,
they don't fly as high on hit, which is a huge buff.
Oh, really?
Because now she doesn't have to time her climax cancel off it.
Oh, right. But, I mean, does that ruin her Kagero no Mai loop in the corner?
I thought they already nerfed that. I think they already nerfed the juggle on that.
Did they? Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is a huge buff just because now she can just... Kagero no a sweet climax, and it just fucking works.
Yeah, now early on, of course, Mai was in, like, just scary tier, basically. She got nerfed into everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, her favorite restaurant was Elmer's Factory, so...
Yeah, but
that woman ate a lot of glue.
But
Holy shit.
She's probably just still where she is then, right? So...
Yeah, I mean, unless that hard knockdown really changes her dynamic.
Right.
Yuri. So Yuri's an odd case. Far light kick got a little nerfed. All right, cool. Far heavy punch, nerfed to 8 frames, got a little stubbier a little bit, but now it hits everyone on crouch.
Oh, okay.
And that's actually really convenient for a lot of her combos and confirms. All right, cool. Shien is her 3D.
So yeah.
Raw 3D, buff damage, cancel 3Ds, no longer a low.
Yeah. So they didn't really change her much at all. Like her,
the Far C is actually a huge difference.
Okay. Because her Far C was also pretty good, right? You just threw it out a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 6 frame fierce. Like, even that by itself is just an answer.
Right.
All right.
But otherwise, Yuri was what? Everyone else tier.
Shaving that good tier.
Okay, yeah. So she was pretty strong.
She's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. When they buffed the 3D,
she might even actually just be in that good tier. I forget.
When they buffed the 3D, that was like the whole thing, right?
Yeah. No. I think she's still in everyone else tier because there are still people who don't believe in her, but I think she's a grimy piece of shit.
Okay.
Also, I don't like her.
Okay. Fair.
I have my opinions. All right.
Blue Mary.
Do
you know anything about this character?
I know a thing or two.
Okay. I mean, honestly, you've been using her a lot. How does she feel now?
I mean, clearly net buffed. I have strong opinions on a couple of these things, and I'll get to them.
She was everybody else tier, or was she above everybody else tier?
She's the upper quartile of everyone else tier.
Okay.
Some people even put her towards the top of everyone else. She's pretty fucking good. Okay. Close A and close B.
That's pre or post patch?
That was pre.
Right, so now, yeah. Okay.
So close A and close B have faster recovery. This is another one I think where it's trying to just fuck up you getting tick throws out of it. raw rolling, which is the mid kick, low kick.
Yeah. Four B.
Yeah,
4B.
doing it raw, big damage buff. Doing it canceled, it's no longer a low.
Right.
Alright, cool. EX vertical arrow can now do Snatcher.
Right.
Snatcher is a juggle anywhere in this move.
Oh wait, she couldn't follow up with the Snatcher before on EX? Oh.
Yeah, it was just Street Fighter V Cammy EXDP.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
End statement. With that being said, doing EXDP into Snatcher when you don't want it, like without getting the juggle anywhere, is to punish you for mashing. It's clearly worse.
Okay, so in other words, if you're like mash DP, it'll go boom and Snatcher right away, and you lose the damage from. But if you do all the hits into Snatcher, that's what you want. You can't do all the hits
into Snatcher.
Oh.
Yeah, no. It's only the first, the second hit is the only one's allowed.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, so no, you just, you let it rip if it's an anti-air, but if you're getting the juggle anywhere, you mash for your fucking life to get the juggle anywhere. All right.
And that thing juggles everywhere. I mean, you said it has a great range. Right?
It's pretty large, yeah.
Okay.
She gets a lot of new situations where she could just like air to air you, and then whoops.
Right. Okay.
She can anti-air with a far jab, and whoops.
Oh, that's right. Because Snatcher used to always be a DP motion, right? But now it's just hit the button.
Yep. They've simplified the motion to now just do a DP, press kick again, you get Snatcher.
So if you do DP twice like that, does that automatically just make it go kick?
More or less.
Jesus. Okay.
Yep,
okay.
More or less.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, punishing mashing. Okay.
All right. Now Mary's Typhoon, which is their command grab super, level 2. You can now do her level 1 like drive-by super into level 2 command grab super advance cancel after the final hit.
Right.
Which lets her get nice max damage. At first I thought this was stupid.
Okay.
Because like if I have 3 bars, I should have just done a quick max and gotten the climax instead.
Right.
And now I'm like, wow, there are a lot of situations where I combo someone, I have 2 bars left over and they didn't die. And now I'm like, I can't believe how much I've actually wound up using this.
Right. So in other words, it's more of a confirmable kill that you don't have to spend all 3 right away. So if the level 1 kills, you're like, sweet. Yeah. But if it's just shy, you can actually let the whole super rock to see if it kills.
Yeah, you can just sit there and be like, do I want to spend it?
Right. But I mean,
fuck it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, let's just say the intention is to kill them. You'll always do it, and if the level 1 kills, you don't spend any meter, basically. Right?
Yeah.
So
it's actually a surprisingly good net buff.
Okay.
It's just one of those like subtle like it doesn't sound like much, but I'm really surprised.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, pretty solid net buff, pretty solid winner. She didn't get anything too crazy because like even the juggle anywhere is just it's nice.
I mean, do you feel like she's jumped a little bit into the high tier now?
I don't think any significant way more.
Okay.
She's taken a step towards it. She didn't actually jump in.
Okay. The only thing that she would jump into it more likely from the everybody else getting nerfed kind of situation.
Yeah, if she winds up in the actual high tier, it's just because everyone else got nerfed around her.
I'm Vanessa.
I am really happy with her. I am really, really happy with her.
Because she was VRT, original, one of the broken characters.
The most kneecapped character since the game launched.
Okay, still, okay. Well,
no.
I mean, before this patch.
Yeah,
before this patch.
The first balance patch actually fucking crippled her.
Right, okay.
Because she was the most nerfed character, and they changed the system that nerfed her further.
Right, yes.
So she's been playing catch up ever since, and now she's pretty fucking good.
Okay.
So she still has a couple of bad matchups, whatever. But far light kick better or whatever. Sweep, bigger cancel window. So if you just throw out a sweep, I like doing like the feint cancels and stuff. You have a little bit more time to do it if you want.
Okay.
And you can even pick your poison. That's kind of cool. Jumping heavy punch is a little faster. Command normal, whatever. Puncher upper, reduced recovery, so you get a little more utility off of like dash and uppercuts. Cool. Puncher straight. This is the one. This is the one that was in the trailer. Even,
right. Yeah.
Where if you do her like teleport dash into forward heavy punch, you can actually fucking juggle into it, combo off it.
Right.
It is delightful.
And that really just was thanks to the speed up of it, huh?
And expanded her collision box so she doesn't actually go under you when she's trying to juggle.
Okay.
So that it's a big thing.
Right.
And then the last one is actually arguably the bigger buff. Her level 1 like punch super is now a reversal.
Right.
That thing had like 3 frames of invul or something, and now it's invul until like the active frames end.
Right, yeah, okay.
It is really good.
So it's just now an official wake up super.
Oh,
basically.
yeah.
Okay.
It's really nice. And like I didn't realize how bad I needed it until I played. It was like, I think it was Sunday or Monday, I played against one of my friends, and I threw it out in neutral and got stuffed. And I was like, wow, fuck this move. And then like I labbed it. Like, I literally was like, have an opponent do a super, and I'm just going to throw this out and see how long it takes for me to get hit out of it. And, you know, that punch is like, she ran out of invincibility here. It goes like the whole thing. It is magical.
Okay.
It's super fucking involved. All right.
So, Vanessa, was she...
Big ups.
Well, all right, but was she below everybody else tier?
She's the lower end of everyone else.
Okay.
She's not, like, again, like, my standard right now is there's everyone else and then dog shit.
Right, okay.
So there's, like, she's not dog shit.
Right, okay.
So she was, like, kind of the lower end of everyone else. She's, like, at least in the middle of everyone else now.
Okay.
At least.
Okay, cool.
She still has a couple of bad matchups, but, like, Vanessa's gonna come back. There are gonna be some Vanessa players who are going to actually come back to her.
Right. Now, Luong... Clearly, last major patch she got
Top
buffed
10.
a lot.
Top
so
10.
She became one of the best.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the big things is her biggest change last patch was she stopped getting damage scaling nerfs for doing air combos.
Right.
Which just exponentially increased her total damage.
Right.
So what do they do to her now? Crouch B is the low profile change, whatever.
Yeah,
Sweep, reduced recovery. I don't fucking know why. You cancel it anyway, whatever. CD, nerfed heavily. Reduced distance traveled, so even when you car cancel it, it's not that great, and it's slower to begin with.
Right.
Huzzah! All right.
Sweet.
Which is 6B. It's her overhead.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Reduced knockback distance on hit and block, reduced recovery, whatever. Reduced knockback, whatever. Okay. EX Geki. What are you two doing?
Hungry cats.
So EX Geki is interesting. That's her whip leg. Like Yamazaki whip. So the EX version now has way better Oki.
Huh.
It's actually pretty creepy looking. Like it looks spooky. She might actually be net buffed out of that. And then Air EX Flip Kick is reduced damage from 120 to 100.
My God, she didn't really.
She got away with murder.
Yeah, she didn't get nerfed much at all. Then
she got away with murder.
So she might be the best one of the best characters in the game now.
She's probably going to be sitting in that top 5, sitting pretty.
God, okay.
Yep.
Rock.
Oh boy! All right, Rock fucking Howard.
Yeah.
One of the other big winners here.
Who are the biggest winners so far? You feel like that we've gotten
in terms of like being buffed? Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Like her CD nerf is big, but I think what she gained and what she got away with is still pretty heavy.
Right.
Anyways, the biggest winners so far to me in terms of like actual winning. Probably Shunei, Vanessa, and the Howards.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Rock is Geese's birth son, but Terry's adoptive son. Short answer. So EX Rapukin buffed all to hell for some reason.
Lore is that Terry kills Geese, finds out he has a kid, feels bad, adopts him, and that's why Rock fights like both of them.
Yeah. Which is like makes him like the coolest legacy character ever.
Right.
All right, so yeah, EX Rapukin buffed all to hell. Nathan, you could not be any worse about this, could you? All right, we're gonna skip that one for the moment.
Actually, hang on. Let's do this then. I'm gonna.
Cool,
do
makes
this.
sense. I dig it.
Okay.
I dig it. All right, so we're gonna skip that buff for now because there's storytelling to this. There's pacing.
Okay. For this one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So type shift, which is his command run and like slide thingy, increase the buffer window. All right, cool. If you do his command run into weird side switch teleport thingy, he can cancel that into his command grab. Well, they don't make you do the input for the command grab anymore. Just press punch, and he's just fucking all right, cool, geese toss.
Okay.
And they changed how you fall out of it. All right, cool. EX Shinkunage.
I mean, that one was big. That was the one that was in the trailer that you got the EX flip kick off of now, right? Yeah. So yeah.
And now but the big one coming out of this, Deadly Rave EXT.
Wait, what's the Shinkunage and the Raging Storm? Whatever.
So Shinkunage EX has the same change. If you do the running teleport thingy, just press 2 punch.
Yeah, got it. Okay,
Cool.
okay.
And I'm skipping the other one because it's buffed.
Okay. But yeah, Deadly Rave EXT.
All Raging Storms have a bigger hitbox. All right, cool. Deadly Rave EXT. That's the one with the alternate Deadly Rave that gives him the install super. It now carries over between rounds like it always should have.
Yeah, I think they were scared of making it powerful, but the problem is it's a level 3, and if you land it, they died. And so you basically never got to use the power-up, right?
Yeah.
And it was also bad to use a level 3 at the start against another character, because you always wanted to save those things for kills anyway.
Yeah.
So you basically never got this power-up.
Yeah. To the point that people are now discovering, oh, wait, you get a free half a bar refund for using it.
Really? Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So while in buffed state, on top of that, they buffed Heavy Hard Edge, now has a way bigger hitbox on the follow-up hits.
Which one's Heavy Hard Edge?
It's his burn knuckle thing.
Okay, got it.
And that's really all he needed. Like he's super gross.
So wait,
Getting to keep the installs crazy.
What was the lore on this? You said you're skipping it because there's lore or something?
Because it's part of the moves that are buffed by the Raging Storm, or the Deadly Rave buff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And yeah, Shinkunage and all that. There's a couple of things that were adjusted by it.
No, he got nerfed down. He was also super good at one point.
He got
nerfed.
toned down a bit.
He was still in the high tier, right? It's just that Iori did everything that he did, but better.
Yeah, and so people kind of forgot that he was good. I think he still wound up. Most people ended up putting him in like the upper of everyone else.
Right, but I mean,
losing
the invul on the EX throw was a big deal, right?
And getting like more scaling off it.
Yeah.
And then there was like one other thing.
But as Miguel says in the chat, thinks Rock is back to top tier. I've seen a lot of people talk about Rock as being a potential, like, oh God, he might be back,
Yeah. That's a very, very strong possibility.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Bijane, another of the glue-eating characters from the previous patch.
All right, she's fine.
Yeah? Okay.
She got one real nerf.
Who got nerfed more between her and Krohnen?
Honestly, probably Krohnen.
Really? Because some people were saying that they felt like Janae was even a bigger problem than Krohnen before the patch. And so she might actually...
So here's the thing about Janae. Is it's another one of those... Good players are barely affected. Bad players lost a character.
Okay.
She's another one of those.
Now, did she get nerfed from 1-1?
Not quite.
Okay.
No, she got hit hard in that because she got one real nerf. Her jump B fucking sucks now by comparison.
Oh, okay.
Because jump B is a dumb fucking button.
Right.
Up until Monday night.
Right. Okay.
It's completely fucking reasonable now. So that's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, her jump B got fucking kneecapped.
Right.
Jump CD got toned, whatever. EX Fireball is no longer obscene for no reason. Cool.
As an OTG, right?
Yeah, OTG of the EX Fireball did 90 base damage for no fucking reason.
Right.
Now it's down to 45. All right, cool, whatever.
So, Crazy Ivan, that's her dress hit basically.
Yeah, down to back light punch. Nerfed pretty hard.
Right, because that was the move that was kind of glue eating.
It was super
too.
glue eating, yeah. To quote Felicimo as part of the bimbo neutral. Whatever. Yeah, so, but she didn't need that move to succeed.
Right, okay. It's like you said, it'll hurt the lower players who just were like, all day.
Exactly. All right, Gulf Tomahawk, the big flying overhead kick thingy.
Yeah.
Heavy version's no longer an overhead. Kept its old frame data, though, so it's still scary.
Right.
Okay, light.
Because that was the one that you can just cancel with the.
No.
Oh no.
No, it's the one where she goes like, and then like.
Oh, that move! Right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Not the anti-air move, right? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I had them backwards. Okay, got it.
All right, Harrier B. These are her dive kicks. Expanded hitbox for the final hit of the follow-up attacks. All right, cool. So the fourth kick is a little bigger, so it's less likely to drop. All right, neat. Okay. Heavy kick in EX version expanded the hitbox for the final hit, just like that, but increased landing recovery frames on first to third hits of the follow-ups.
Right. So it's not. I mean, I saw your tweet. You said she can still B+, but it's way harder to do now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but like the godlike players who are making her like +4 are still gonna make her +2. Like
Right.
they didn't nerf it
Yeah.
that hard if you apply skill to it, and some kicks are better about it than others.
Okay.
So I think it's like the second kick. If you just end on the second kick, you actually wind up way better off.
Right. I mean, yeah, there's people in the chat right now just saying that she was ridiculous and deserved way more nerfs than Krohnen. Wow. Okay, so she actually was just
Super glue eating. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I always thought Krohnen was still considered number one, but it sounds like it's almost kind of universally agreed that.
So here's the problem. Is that Krohnen was still an anchor. Janae was pointer second. Some people didn't live long enough to hate Krohnen.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Pre-patch should be up to +8 meterless. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could consistently get myself like +6.
I mean, the
or
thing
+5.
the times that I played against your Janae, the thing that I found was the most annoying about it was that the difference between her being plus and her being minus was
It's
so
imperceptible.
visual. Right, was imperceptible. So when she did it, it was too scary to try to take your turn back, right? You just kind of had to accept the fact that even if she was -1 or -2, you're going to hold that. Now, because it's much harder to get the plus frames, I think you could more reliably try to counter poke her after blocking it,
Well,
right?
I mean, the thing is that she's still going to pretty consistently be safe.
Right, but you
and-
get your turn.
Not inherently, like, because she can still be 0 as well.
Right.
And
But that's
reversal throw matters, so it depends on what you try to go with
right.
too.
Yeah.
So,
but again, it's still better than
yeah,
basically.
you're not locked the fuck down.
Yeah,
but,
basically just giving up and being like, look, I'm just going to assume she's plus. You know, kind of
like
thing.
you do have to keep you have an opportunity to keep her honest,
Right.
But it's still like. It's still good. It's still really good. It's just
Right.
she's not clearly top 3 anymore.
And obviously,
But she's still almost definitely top
and
10.
obviously the light kick version of Harrier B is the same, but that's where she jumps up, so it's
Yeah,
not
it's the one where
as-
she does the weird hop and then falls faster on top
so
of
it
that.
doesn't matter as
Okay,
much.
the Hind, light DP, basically.
Right,
It's a
right.
weird little DP.
That's the anti-air one.
Yeah, the anti-air one launched them higher. The EX version, nerf startup.
Okay.
Whatever.
Make it so that it's a little easier to safe
Yeah.
jab or something like that.
whatever.
Okay.
And then her kick super, they adjusted its collision so you're less likely to miss.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Gato.
Ah.
Gato is the talk of the town.
So he might be a really big winner then.
Southeast Asia has been leaning into him over the past few days, like really digging in.
Interesting.
Like, is he back? Is he back?
And that's obviously because now when he bounces over your head, everything auto
Yeah.
corrects.
So his EX demon flip style moves now autocorrect, but only the EXs. His
Does he have a lot of cool side switch combos now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't play that motherfucker. So okay, buffed his far heavy kick. It's a little bit better poke. All right, cool.
You've seen people dooming about Gato not getting the buffs he needed?
And
Okay.
Okay, real quick. There's one more thing though that's really important. Wind Fang heavy kick version, reduced recovery frames when breaking. Basically, all of his demon flip heavy into break now have, I think, the same frame data as the EX break, which is huge. That's actually really good.
Okay. Now, Gato was like Mai at one point in time, like top 5, right, in the game. And,
It was pretty close, but a lot of that was that he had a glue-eating light confirm that killed you.
right, yes. So he got nerfed into everybody else tier. This still everybody else tier, probably?
Highly up for debate.
Okay.
That's where we're at right now, is up for debate. Yeah, exactly. Punko just won a tournament using Gato and Duo Lon at the same time. And I have very mixed feelings on Duo Lon, so...
Okay.
But yeah, and they changed how his DPs work a little bit. All right, cool, whatever. Let's
Right.
move on because it is fucking 8 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. A lot of characters.
Oh,
here.
Geese. Geese.
Another one people are scared about, right?
Yeah, super scared. Okay, so jump A is 4 frames now. Oh, dear God. He can do Rekka wall bounce into heavy Rekka and follow-up and get a big-ass combo for much less meter.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And then they buff the damage on his counters. And, oh yeah, the fucking leaping slash move, the heavy version, ground bounces the counter hit now
Yep.
because fuck you, that's why.
So if you try to challenge it and you're wrong...
And then he can do, EX wall bounce, EX jumping slash into regular Rekka, and he gets the whole 9 yards now because all of that was buffed for reasons. All right, cool. Billy.
Wait. So what? Did Rapuken get buffed in any way, or?
Super Rapuken got buffed.
Okay.
But like it's whatever.
Right. So Geese was already. I mean, you kind of put him in the top tier, right? A lot of people had him in high everyone else tier.
Or so it's like there's not S but like A. I felt he was like the bottom of A.
Right. Previous patch, right?
Yes.
And then
he is clearly A now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he might be like. I think he's gonna be top 2 or top 3 point characters in the game.
Okay. And like you said, the Howards, right? He's considered a winner of the game of this patch. Okay.
Yeah, because again, he was already super solid, and he got nothing but buffs.
Okay.
And like some of them were crazy and significant.
Now, was Billy considered garbage tier before the patch?
I think he managed to climb his way to just the bottom tip of everyone else.
Okay.
Like he might have just crawled and clawed his way out of shit tier. Nah, he's shit.
He's worse?
So it's not that he's worse, it's that all they did was basically take the cool shit they gave him last patch and then made it a little easier so that anyone could do it. Didn't make it good. They just made it less hard to do.
So in other words, everybody... Well, I mean, he has the anti-air now, right? Doesn't that help? Or... Oh, no. So
like,
basically...
Here's the thing. Like, making someone less dog shit doesn't make them good.
Right. So basically, in other words, what happened with Billy was like, he was like, yay! And then everybody else was like, whoop!
Yeah, Billy is officially a samurai now.
Okay. So he basically got left behind by everybody else.
He's another character that's still paying for past sins, and SNK is afraid to let him be good.
Okay.
And I don't blame them, but
right.
Yeah, he's trash. Fuck him.
Yamazaki
has the greatest change list ever.
Now, okay, before we get into that, he was high in the everybody else list, right?
He's about actually very similar to Geese's tier, where he fluctuates depending on who he is.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's
quite good.
Okay.
Good.
Got it.
I think he's in the upper everyone else tier most of the time, but a few people actually put him in like the Geese tier, or like the next tier.
Right. Yeah. The good tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of his changes are related to his command normals, and they're all just there to make all of his combos more consistent.
Okay.
So like Eviscerator is the overhead bonk punch.
Okay. Yeah.
He goes further and has a better cancel in. All right, cool. Slam is the big stomping kick thing. Doing it raw, it has better recovery. Canceling into it has less knockback, so you can now reliably do stand C, forward B, and then the EX launcher from anywhere.
Okay.
It just works.
Yeah, gotcha.
And that's really nice for him. Like, good for him.
Right. So it's not anything significant. So he's lateral shifting and getting better because everyone's getting nerfed.
He's clearly better.
Oh, really?
It's clearly better because now he can always do those combos mid-screen.
Okay, cool.
And he basically invests less meter to do so.
Right.
I think it's actually pretty much a huge net positive for him.
Okay.
All right.
So he's definitely in the good tier now.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where everyone else in the meta shifts, but at the very least, he's like the upper end of the everyone else.
Okay.
All right.
Yashiro. Orochi Yashiro.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Okay, so...
There's only 2 changes, though.
Musebu Daiichi is the giant flying bonk.
Yeah.
The heavy version, counter hits, you get the ground bounce. And you don't want to give this character ground bounces.
Oh, okay.
And then...
That's it. Besides the...
sorry. That's Subusu Daiichi is the one that bonks. Musebu Daiichi is the heavy command grab.
Oh, okay.
Which is the anti-air one.
Right, yeah.
Reduced hurt box.
Oh, so it's better.
So he's more likely to anti-air.
Now, he was already considered good, right? He's in the good tier.
I don't know if he's good tier because there's still there's fluctuations on what his benefits and weaknesses are. I think he's good.
Oh, okay.
I certainly think he's good tier. I think his character's fucking nuts.
So he's still gonna be very strong.
Yeah,
then.
I think he's debatably the best grappler in the game.
Okay.
But that's me. Orochi Shermie got all of Shermie's nerfs. Like standing light kick, all the same nerfs.
Yeah.
Close heavy punch, same changes.
Right.
Shajitsu no Odori, light kick version, reduced recovery. Think that one, is that one her, the weird bonk, that pseudo overhead kick.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay.
I mean, where was she before this? She was kind of middle of the pack of the...
Okay, let me just clarify one thing. Nobody actually knows what tier the Orochis are.
Because they're newer and nobody played them.
Like you have to actually talk to their specialists to get clear picture.
Okay.
But all of them are incredible at a few things and then have really bad matchups.
Okay.
Orochi Shermie is fucking ludicrous and probably the best zoner in the game, but she's also a zoner in this game.
Right.
Which means that she still has her own set of problems. She's pretty wild. I think she's good. I think she's barely worse than Yashara. I think Orochi Chris was the worst one, but that's
wow. So okay.
But I'm the weird one sometimes.
So Orochi Shermie though, buffed. Okay.
So one of the things is the big one out of this list that's the big takeaway is they made the kiss explosion bigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fireball is actually bigger, so she's better at her primary job. All right, cool.
Orochi Chris kind of sucked before patch.
That very much depends who you ask.
Okay.
He still has the power of Shodo and damage, which is
Who
pretty
was
nice.
better, Orochi Chris or Chris before the patch?
Orochi Chris by far.
Okay, and now after the
Orochi
patch,
Chris
by
probably
far.
still.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
They improved his fireballs.
Yeah, same Stamby nerf for
yes.
Shermie, yes.
So Orochi Chris, they improved his fireballs, they tweaked his DPs, they tweaked his supers, whatever. Like, if you're an Orochi Chris player, you're gonna see that and be like, oh, that's neat. Like, especially like his fireball change is kind of neat. All right.
But here we go. Samurai. There's a reason why you've been calling them the Samurai tier, right?
Because they fucking suck.
Because pre-patch, Haomaru, Nakaruru, and Darlie all were garbage.
Yes.
Like, just straight up, like, there's no debate about it. They just sucked.
Most top players say that Hao is the best just by the virtue of having a good DP and some actual, like,
Pre-patch.
hurt.
Pre-patch, right? Yeah. Even more than Nako, huh?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying most people do.
Right.
Hao is also the most buffed of the three.
Right. Okay.
Far light punch, bigger hitbox, neat. All right, cool. Close heavy punch, more damage. Far heavy punch, more damage. Crouching heavy punch. If you anti-air counter hit, you can combo off it.
You knock them down, right? Yeah.
Jump heavy punch, more damage. Jump heavy kick, more damage. Jump CD, more damage. Big giant chopping super, more damage. Crescent moon slash, the light TP is now 5 frames. Neat.
Was it anti-air before? Is it true anti-air?
I think it is.
Okay,
it's pretty decent.
Okay.
Cyclone slash light fireball, bigger hitbox on his fireball. That's neat. Cyclone slash EX, faster startup, better projectile speed, bigger hitbox, doesn't fuck your combo scaling if you get to combo off it, better recovery.
Okay, so that move got buffed a lot.
That move's scary.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
So it's still like, it's a 24 frame startup on a fireball, which is kind of rough. But it is an EX fireball. So if you react to someone tossing a regular fireball, you'll eat it with the EX, and then you can chase after it as they go flying into the sky.
And then you juggle them.
And you can juggle them. You can at least take a turn. And if you're really fucking skillful, you can even actually micro run and super and combo off it that way.
Okay.
It's pretty high. And then Earthquake Slash or Earthquake Slice, which is his flying overhead move.
Oh, okay.
Slightly faster.
So he just got basically damage buffed, and the crouching heavy
EX fireball.
And the crouching heavy punch is pretty significant.
The crouching heavy punch is nice
because it gives him a good combo route now if you predict the jump, basically.
Yeah, which isn't too bad because that's an anti-air normal. But yeah, a bunch of damage buffs, and then that EX fireball is pretty nice.
So
I like it.
Even still, though, that's all damage.
He got buffed to everyone else.
Right, but I mean, the thing about it is, like, they didn't fix the way he plays, though, outside of maybe the EX fireball. But outside of that, he's mostly the same. His hurt boxes are still garbage. None of the swords are disjointed, still, kind of thing. So
yeah, and that's like the running problem is that most of them have really bad hurt boxes without incredible hit boxes, and are frequently slow as shit.
Yeah, the first day that they dropped, I still remember recording some of those videos where they just get hit by like a move from full screen.
Yeah. Or, like, they had to buff Hao to let his jump CD actually hit crouchers.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's above Samurai tier now, potentially.
I think he's the one who escaped.
Okay.
But that means that Billy is officially a samurai.
Hey, well, you know what? I guess this game hates people with weapons then, huh?
Well, he actually would be a samurai if you consider Geese like the emperor.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's
So
fair.
that's fine.
Yeah, I guess Whip exists in the game. Nako.
Nako tweaked her Anamutsube's, and she gets to fucking air combo with her bird now. All right, cool.
I mean, she looked like she was going to be strong, but she just turned out to be samurai tier anyway.
But for a different reason. That's the thing.
Really?
Like, she doesn't have the same faults the others do. It's more that she's kind of stubby, kind of janky.
Right.
All her cool shit is super meter intensive.
Yeah, I was about to say, she swallows meter like crazy, basically. Okay.
And it's one of those, like, if you're gonna play, like, anything her archetype does, you can actually pick a good character.
And they really didn't buff her that much.
Her air combo stuff's really neat. She gets some cool, like, juggle situations.
Right. But, I mean, the thing about it is their problems were a lot of very fundamental, neutrally, I can't get in kind of things.
Yeah, well, and then on top of that, they all have the Samurai Showdown game problem, where all their jump-ins have no hit stun.
Right.
So you gotta hit, like, deep.
Right.
Which, in KOF, is not a thing you actually want to have that problem.
Right.
When you have like, Rugal can do jumping light kick at this height, hit you here, land, and combo.
Right.
And Darlie is dropping a fucking saw the size of you, hits you in your waist, and can't combo.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of Darlie.
I mean, this thing's like a lot of stuff here, right? These are all buffs?
Yeah, about that. All right. Close light kick, bigger hitbox, whatever. Close heavy punch, buff damage. All right, cool. Far heavy punch, reduced how bad it scales your combo. All right, cool. Crouching light kick can now chain into standing light kick. All right, cool. Crouching heavy kick can now cancel into 6A. That's pretty nice. On block.
And it launches people on hit now, right?
But it's still a sweep, which means you can't combo off it except with juggle anywhere or on counter hit.
Okay.
But that is still a nice buff, because also you do sweep and to charge the hammer.
Right.
If they knock down, you have enough time to almost get to the next level of charge on the hammer. It's pretty cool.
But I mean,
like
she has a juggle anywhere, so
she does.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. EX anti-air clamp thing.
Okay. Sweeping shave.
So this is her A plus C, the heavy slash.
Yeah.
If you anti-air with it, you get 180 damage instead of 150.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Serpentine breaker.
Hammer time. It's 1 frame faster because they changed how its active frames work.
Okay.
Heavy punch version. 1 frame faster because they changed how it worked. High tide.
That's the surf, right?
No, that's the mid-screen clamp.
Oh, okay.
It used to literally whiff on airborne opponents no matter what.
Okay.
Now it can actually hit them, but they actually nerfed its hitbox slightly so that you wouldn't just get everything.
Okay.
EX version is similar, but also has better recovery. Blah 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 blah. And then they buffed her punch super, which is her old weapon flip,
Right. Yeah.
to be 2 frames faster on both versions.
Now, I mean, I already see some things in the chat. All buffs, but it's just nothing significant. Like nothing.
It's again, they didn't fix her deficiencies.
Right, yeah. I mean, Miguel in the chat is saying that she's probably still bottom 3.
There's a real possibility.
Wow. So who is considered like bottom 3 right now?
At this very moment, it's like I was joking. It's probably her, Billy, and Chris.
Okay, not even Nako here, huh?
She's like probably like the bottom 10.
Okay,
but she's better than this.
Right. Jesus.
Yeah, it's literally the fact that what she does doesn't work.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Dude, I forgot which one it was for us. I think it was the Guilty Gear one, or was it the DNF one? One of the patch notes not only did have the move names, but it also showed the input for the move, and it was just like, thank you.
That's pretty good.
People don't know the names of these goddamn moves. Dude,
All right, Shingo. A bunch of buffs to make him a little more consistent, give him better crit chance more consistently, shit like that.
Yeah. No, Shingo was considered shit tier or bottom of everyone else tier?
Bottom of everyone else.
Okay,
He still works. It's just that, like, very much you could just fucking play Kyo.
Right, yeah. Yeah, see, the Guilty Gear patch notes actually have the motions
really nice.
in there. Oh, thank God. Okay.
But yeah, so now he can do Shingo kick from a back jump, which is kind of neat. His crits are more likely, which is super neat. He's better on block when he crits on some of his moves. That's fucking cool.
Wait, he does what?
So if he gets a crit,
right,
but you blocked it, he doesn't fuck himself for critting. He actually fixed him around that.
Okay.
Yeah, Shingo's probably a big winner of the patch. He's not crazy, but he's so much net improved and smoothed out. It's worth.
So he might have went from bottom of everyone else to top of everyone else,
or middle of everyone else at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a noticeable improvement for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Kim is a character.
Honestly, not too much other than he got a move that's projectile invul, so that's neat.
Because Kim was, I mean, he looked like he had a lot of crazy shit, but it turned out
he's super good, but couldn't handle zoning.
Right. So the projectiles were a problem. So having a projectile invul thing is a big deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So he's got some. He's gonna have a little bit better of a chance overall. And then they buffed like the hitbox on a couple of moves, so he's doing all right. All right. Sylvie and Najd didn't change at all. Good for them.
Because they're brand new.
Sylvie's good enough. If anything, if Sylvie gets balance patched, she's probably going to get toned down.
Is she considered good?
She's good, yes.
Okay.
She's clearly good.
She's not top 10 tier, but like
but probably top 15.
Okay.
She's good.
Okay, so she was right there. Najd is too early to say right now, right?
And Najd is a character they need to be very careful with, because if they buff her, she might be too good very quickly.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Omega Rugal.
Better run speed. Far heavy kick is faster. And improved hurt box. Raw double tomahawk, which is the 6B or 4B, whichever fucking button direction, whatever. Sped it up, changed how it works, blah, 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 blah. Canceled double tomahawk, changed how it works, doesn't fucking kill them on the second hit, whatever. Vanishing Rush, Light Punch version is a hard knockdown now, which is really nice. Vanishing Rush EX version, increased movement speed. What that means is that he can now do it from a max range far heavy punch, and it connects.
Oh, okay.
Which is really nice
That's
for him.
the one, that's the teleport hit, basically, right? Okay.
Violent Ray, which is the eye laser. The normal version now knocks down, because it used to air reset you, which was fucking worthless. So good.
It made it worthless, you felt like?
The air reset?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was trash. It was so bad. Now he actually has a few options out of it, and it can change like his entire gameplay.
Because I thought it was still good because it's an annoying zoning move, but
yeah, but now you can decide if you want to take Oki from it, throw more shit behind it, super cancel it.
So, but I mean, the way you make it sound like it used to be useless or really bad.
It was okay as a shitty zoning tool, but now when it works good.
Yeah, now
that's
much
the thing.
Better.
It has way higher value.
Right. And then Desperate Ray, OTG is better.
Yeah, the eye laser super. So now if you do EXDP into eye laser super,
it works.
It works mid-screen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And now, I mean, Miguel, and I know you said it too, but he seems like he's very well ensconced in everyone else tier now, right? Whereas before he was on the very low end of it.
Yeah. I think he's fine. Okay. I agree with Miguel completely. He might even approach good.
Okay. And Genetz was a tough one because when he came out, you felt like he was pretty dog shit, right?
Yeah, very bottom of everyone else.
Was he samurai tier? Oh, okay. He
bottom of everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah. Genetz is honestly my biggest surprise because when you look at his change list, it doesn't sound significant.
Okay.
So, close heavy kick, proximity recognition, which means you don't literally have to be fucking kissing them to get close heavy kick anymore. Which adds a lot of fucking tools and interest. It's great. Okay. Far heavy kick, reduced hurt box, so it's a better poke. Cool. Crouching light kick, lets you rapid cancel better. Cool. Jumping heavy kick, more active frames. Significant. It feels good.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Uranagi cancel, 6A. Better cancel window. Alright, cool. Be still my heart.
Okay.
Light Yonokaze, reduced recovery.
Which one's Yonokaze?
Koko desu ka?
Oh, that's a big deal.
So the close version only, the closest version recovers much faster. Which is, of course, fine, because that's the one you'd be most likely be punished on block for.
Right.
That is no longer the case.
Oh, good. Okay.
And situationally, he can now combo off of it. Oh, it feels so good. Koko desu ka?
Sorry, don't let me. I'm trying to...
EX Yonokaze. Increased knockback duration on block, making it safer and fucking irritating.
Okay.
Hyoga. which is his teleport dash.
Okay.
Light kick version, if you stop it with, break, it recovers faster than it used to.
Okay.
Hyoga, EX, and heavy kick version.
Now, does reduced landing recovery frames mean that you can combo off of it easier if you hit with it?
You don't hit. It's just a teleport dash.
But can't you do a button out of it?
I mean, you can, but that's so the light one is grounded.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's why I didn't read that change, because it makes no fucking sense that you're grounded the whole time anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Heavy kick and EX version are the ones that go airborne. If you break it, it stays grounded, for the record.
Okay.
Just to be clear. Okay. Reduced recovery if you break it. Cool. Reduced landing recovery frames. Oh my god, it's huge.
So now it's really easy to combo off of it.
If you just throw out the EX teleport and hit a button, you're going to hit them, land, and be able to combo off it 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
Just do it, it works.
Right. Okay.
If you put a little timing into it, you are going to combo.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. Koko desu ka? Okay, so Hyoga, those buffs are enormous, and I love it. Wanhyo Tokobase. This is the slashy.
Right.
It is now invul to airborne. It is half the fucking startup time it used to, but you can't ever stop it anymore. Whatever. It's definitely an improvement. It doesn't save him. It's just like, hey, you have a mediocre EXDP now.
But I mean, the nice thing about it is if you actually predict they're going to short hop at you, you have a clear way to...
Yeah, but if you do that, you could also probably anti-air them with something else because EX Tokobuse has Juggle Anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So whatever. Okay. But now here's the other kicker, though. Because it got buffed to 8 frames, that means some of his Juggle Anywhere combos are better.
Oh, right. Of course. Now, yeah, because you can catch them before they hit the ground now, basically.
Yeah, so now what you do is you do cool corner combos, and then you can just end it with, like, a crouching jab that you barely get in, and now you have enough time to fucking EX that.
Yeah,
it's glorious.
Okay.
Wanhyo Mamitsu, reduced hurt box, whatever. Shin Aoi Hana, which is the Rekkas. Oh, yeah. Reduced recovery. So he's less awful doing light Rekkas. Cool. Shinya Otome Yomatsu, heavy punch version. So this is his Maiden Master. It's like Iori's Rushdown Super.
Oh, it's an anti-air now.
The heavy version is the one he teleports into the air, like the teleport dash. He's now invul to air attacks doing it.
Oh my god. So you can use it as an anti-air then. So if someone jumps and you do it, you just run into them. Jesus Christ. Dude, that's what I wanted out of freaking Kimberly's level 2, right? Yeah.
Now, it is worth noting this is only airborne physical. Projectiles do not count.
Okay.
Just to be clear here.
Right.
And then his final one is his climax did not have the projectile durability level it was supposed to.
Okay. So, at obviously bottom of everyone else tier...
Complete viable character now.
Yeah, and you weren't expecting that based off of reading it, but using him, it's just like, I mean, because obviously we don't know. I
am this close to officially saying welcome back to the team, buddy.
Okay, because I mean stuff like the Hyoga reducing the landing recovery frames, you didn't know how good that was gonna be. And,
it's significant,
right?
Yeah. So by the way, just for the record. He went from having a theoretical stun combo to a practical stun combo.
Oh, wow.
Just on that change.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, can you actually Shatter Strike crumple and then... Can you cancel into it and combo off of it now?
So, no-ish.
Okay.
The main thing is what you do is you do CD into EX Teleport and you chase them as they wall splat. And then you get the restand out of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so like literally...
No, yeah, now that I think about it, it wouldn't make sense because if you can combo off of it pretty easily, if you can combo into it, then that's a problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so no, what you do... So get it back to the corner. You do, stand C6A, Quick Max, CD, EX Teleport, land on them combo, Shatter Strike, run up, combo, quick back, CD, teleport, land on them, combo, they're dizzy.
Okay.
Hilarity ensues.
So again, he's a
big winner.
You're happy.
Yeah, I'm not completely happy. I want a little more fine-tuning, but the fact that he's not unplayable garbage now actually is pretty fucking joyous occasion for me.
So, right now...
we are done reading the patch.
Biggest winners?
The Howards.
Rock, probably.
Well, Rock and Geese both.
Oh, right. He is one of the Howards, of course.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Probably Shunei.
Okay.
Genitz, not that he became a huge problem, but he went from borderline samurai to pretty decent.
Right.
As a huge win.
Geese, maybe?
Huh?
Geese?
We said Geese.
Did you
both,
say...
both Howards.
God damn it. What? Okay, yeah, you're right.
What's
wrong with my brain, dude?
My hot take is I'm gonna actually put Vanessa on that list.
Okay.
Because having that reversal is monstrous, and having mid-screen combos is really nice.
Right, yeah.
I feel like there's still one or two others. Like, Mary is clearly a winner, but not a monstrous winner.
Right, yeah. Of course.
Mayten, maybe. Honestly,
Ooh.
Mayten's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Shingo is a big winner. Yeah.
Shingo's
a big winner. I think he's much more practical. The thing is that How is another one of those. I don't think he came out ahead enough. He got enough to escape samurai tier, but not enough to be good. I don't know. Time. Yeah. Oh yeah, Liz. Liz for sure is one of the big winners.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not just me, right? Vanessa does look like completely good now. Sweet. Like getting that validation feels really good. I think Vanessa's like kind of fucking awesome now. The only thing is I'm just questioning on if Vanessa should stay point or if she should move to second slot.
Right. Now, what about the biggest losers? You feel like? Because
not really anybody.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. Is like, it's weird because some characters only got nerfed, and yet you feel like the biggest losers would be like Chris or Billy because they didn't get enough, right, to keep up with everybody. It's almost like they're more losers than.
Yeah, so samurais.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the samurais, of course,
because they're just never gonna be actually good. Regular Chris because he didn't get anything of value. Ramon's fine. Ramon doesn't need anything. Ramon should stay kind of where he is now, to be honest. Part of me also honestly wants to say Isla, but that'll be a time will tell. I think she got hit some of the hardest for not being the problem in the meta kind of thing.
Yeah. She wasn't Janae and Krohnen or Kyo. Right. Kyo is actually kind of a big loser, isn't he? Or
again, remains to be seen.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I feel like in a lot of ways, Janae kind of got away with murder. I think she's gonna be better off than most of the nerf top tiers that have been, besides Krohnen, because Krohnen doesn't fucking count. He's not a character anyway.
So who on paper does feel like in samurai tier right now? So it's Darlie, Nako, Chris,
Billy. Darlie, Billy are the big ones that I feel are there.
Okay.
Orochi Chris is very much up to interpretation. Some people think he's kind of fine as he is even before today.
So you do agree with Miguel's list here, Darlie, Nako, Billy, Chris?
I'm not sure on Nako yet, but Darlie, Billy, Chris for sure are the ones I would consider the bottom three.
Okay.
But now this is me. There's still time to develop. But those are my bottom three for sure.
Right, but previous to the patch, I mean, there was what, like 5 or 6 characters in Samurai tier, maybe, or
it was like all 3 Samurai and Billy, and some people put some of the big bodies there, and I'm just not even going to entertain that conversation.
Okay. So
I'm genuinely frightened of Maxima right now.
Okay, but overall,
this is a good ass patch.
Really, really good.
This is a good ass patch.
A very, very well-knowledged patch, right? It's not one of the ones that you look at and you're like, why did they do this? You know, most of it makes sense.
And it did a really good job of smoothing out the meta. Because, like, even if it's a fucking fighting game, we're always going to figure out who the best is, who the worst is, whatever.
Oh, okay. So Miguel had Orochi Chris there as the biggest loser, not a bottom 5 character. Yeah, all right, got it. Okay.
So, like, right now, the biggest things is, why did you buff Geese that much?
It's because not a lot of people are playing him, right?
And that's not my fucking fault.
Right. But, I mean, that's just the thing. You tend to see that a lot. I see this a lot from a lot of the developers that characters don't get used. They try to buff them a little bit to maybe get more people to use them.
Yeah.
You know?
But, I mean, that also does create problems. But yeah, I mean, we're eventually going to figure out who the best is, who the worst is, whatever. It's invariable. But the fact is that I think this is possibly the tightest overall that it's ever been.
Okay.
And that's a really good sign. Like, again, like, they mostly only nerfed, like, what, the top 5, even?
Right.
Like, even, like, 6 through 10 barely got touched.
Right. I mean, that's what I was just about to say. There's, like, even on all the previous patches, like the Krohnen patch, you're like, did they nerf him enough? And Shunei, they didn't do anything. So it really kind of felt like there were still the clear S-tier standouts. Whereas this patch here, we're actually in let's see what happens stance right now, right?
Like, we're going to walk out, like, what's probably honestly going to happen is we're going to have, like, 10 or 15 A tiers, and then, like, the bottom 3, and then everyone else. And that's it.
Right.
Like, if there is not an honest-to-God S tier in this patch, I won't be surprised.
Oh, Geese is on TNS a lot, huh? Okay,
yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, he's a super, super good point character.
Right.
And he just got better at that.
So, Juicebox's take is SNK skim the foam off the beer. The power ceiling was shaved, and most of the cast is now either viable or close to viable. Yeah. I mean, early on, Juicebox said right away that he felt like that this is a really good patch.
Whip's fucking incredible. Whip...
Oh, well, I mean, that's a bug. They know about that. They know about that.
Yeah, the bugs. A bug doesn't count as a loser because it's going to get fixed.
Right, and they've already said that they know it's a bug.
Yeah,
right?
dude, Whip came out massively ahead. Like, I don't understand. Like, she's another one of those that nobody's playing enough, so they're buffing her too much. Like, she is really approaching. She's really approaching too good for her archetype. Right. Honestly. Anyways, I would like to take a short recess.
Oh, did we get...
We did.
Oh, we got raided. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, we got raided during the break, of course. It's the way it always works, right?
Why
not? Okay. Welcome, Jalen.
Oh, that Serpa, that's amazing.
Which one?
Smells like butt.
Oh. Kushnoon. Okay. All right. So, here we go.
So along with the balance patch, we got Duo Lon.
Yes, Duo Lon. And so, new character, and outside of Sylvie, everybody so far who has been released to King of Fighters 15 this season has been bad, right?
Pretty not good. pretty not great.
Right. I mean, where's Najd falling right now?
Upper everyone else.
Okay.
She's pretty solid.
Okay.
Her big problem is that she doesn't have a good reversal, so she can kind of get mauled. But if she can maintain control, she can shit damage.
Okay.
She's fucking rad. I'm a big fan.
In 14, she was busted, right?
Super busted, yes.
Okay, so where would she's in everyone else tier right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But probably upper everyone else. She's pretty good.
Okay, and then Duo Lon.
The jury is currently out.
Really? Okay.
So the thing is that, and even compared to previous incarnations of Duo Lon, he's really difficult and complicated. So
it's one of these characters that we're not sure where he falls just yet.
Yeah. Because
he might, the better people get at him, we'll find out more.
Very much that's where we're at.
Yeah.
So prefacing it first off is that playing him, sometimes he feels like he has samurai hurt boxes. Like, for all the range and all the cool shit he has, sometimes he can get kind of just randomly stuffed. Sometimes he can just get mauled because he's not super, super fast. He can get zoned sometimes because his zoning isn't crazy, and you can just turtle up against him and just poke him out of the air. But God help you once he gets started, once he gets running.
Okay.
One of the other factors is that...
I mean, does he just have, like, a really good vortex or just a good mix? Or...
So he does pretty good damage and then puts you into, like, kind of shitty vortexy situations. Be it because he puts a fireball into you, or because he does a really good reset that leaves you in a meaty position. He has safe jumps. He has
teleports, doesn't he? Or...
He has okay-ish teleports.
Okay.
He has really fancy, interesting instant overheads. He's got a lot of shit, but all of it's also kind of like hyper-focused into one range, and if they happen to not be there, you're in trouble.
Okay.
Like, it's a lot like, if you throw out Dawson's medium punch, but they were already in the air, they're gonna fall on you and you're gonna pay for it.
Okay.
It's a lot of shit like that.
Okay.
But he's got some really cool ass combos. He's very technical. He basically, if you are an Angel or Vanessa player, you should totally try him because he's gonna feel really entertaining.
Okay, gotcha. In other words, he's a fun execution kind of character.
Yeah, he has a lot more going on, especially like if you look at his command list and you overlook that everything is a Rekka into everything. Mm-hmm. He doesn't look that crazy because even his Rekkas are just down to forward punch and then hold forward press punch.
Okay, right, yeah.
But you'd be surprised how actually technical he can get.
Okay.
He's very meter hungry, but also builds a lot of meter. He's a trip. He's really cool, but yeah, we have no idea if he's actually good yet. He doesn't feel weak out the gate, but like, we're in the first few days, and even as someone who's played Duo Lon before, I feel like I'm learning a brand new character.
Right.
And then we're in patch day, so all my buddies are playing their mains.
Right.
And I'm just like...
Yeah. I mean, I want to make the joke. I want to make the joke like, you don't know how good he is after 2 days? But, dude, we're fighting things out really fast these days.
Yeah. But, like, seriously, it took me fighting one of my buddies for, like, 3 hours before my Duo Lon was able to take an actual character against him. Like... And it's like, I'm not prepared to say any of that's Duo Lon's fault.
Right. I mean, it's really interesting because, I mean, someone said this on Twitter, and I'm really glad someone said it. I can't remember if it was Visant or somebody, but they were saying, like, we can't go by what we used to about, we need a few weeks or, like, a month or two to really figure out where these characters... Like, we're pretty good about it now, you know what I mean?
With a lot more people and a lot more communication and a lot more smart people openly communicating.
Yeah.
We're able to...
And
we have rollback netcode so we can actually play sets against people better than us and see where things
training modes
go.
are getting better and better and better and better.
Except in World Tour.
Except for World Tour, yeah. Okay, fair. Sorry. Didn't mean to hurt you like that.
I really just need to talk to someone at Capcom and just sit down and be like, all right, let's talk. Let's fix this. Let's make World Tour the greatest thing ever. But dude, he's fucking wild. But he has a lot of like very deliberate restrictions, like the 6A. He has that stretchy arm straight forward. That whiffs on crouchers. But if you like combo and do the EX one, the EX one does not whiff on crouchers.
Oh, okay. Wait.
He has EX command normals, by the way.
How does that work?
You hold, like, so 6A or 6AC is the stretchy EX.
Oh, whoa.
By the way, he has that in the air as well. And the EX ones juggle anywhere.
Whoa, that's so
he gets
bizarre.
kind of, like, awkward air combos that go into resets. His EX forward teleport cancels directly into his Rekka, which means you can kind of get instant Rekkas from behind.
Okay. I mean,
He becomes Barney from behind.
Miguel actually says this is the most character of the season when it comes to viability right now. Yeah, do the EX command normals cost meter?
Oh,
they
yeah,
do?
Sure.
Oh,
yeah. A
Jesus.
whole EX.
Wow.
And many of them, it's actually totally worth it. Wow. They're super good. Again, he's very meter hungry, but you'd be surprised how much meter he can build back.
Right.
And put himself into really cool situations. Like, he's a character you should actually just boot up and fuck with him, just to be like, this dude's weird. But I'm really happy with him. He's a character I've wanted back for a very long time.
But you liked him from the 11 days where he was less the Dulcim, right?
Yeah, but I also, like, when 12 came out, I played him immediately. When he got the more Dulciminess, I was like, this is neat. I am not upset.
Is there lore behind the stanky leg by any chance?
No,
did he have the stanky leg in 11?
Yeah.
He's always had the stanky leg.
From 03 on out. Yeah,
okay,
it's always been there.
Okay. It's always like, is his foot, is his ankle, like, leg actually technically longer than the other leg?
No, he's just sticking it out awkwardly into the foreground.
Okay.
Like, I can literally, like, take his pose. It just looks really weird, and why would you fight like that?
Right.
But he's a Hizoku. We just look over. We just overlook it. If you're not aware, like, the Hizoku are literally just, what if Fong wasn't funny?
Oh, right.
That's the easiest way to describe them to, like, a Street Fighter player, is everyone in the Hizoku clan is, what if Fong wasn't funny?
Okay. I mean, that's kind of, Aki is starting to go that direction now.
Yeah, but she's at least, like, she's still, like, crazy and, like, hyper-obsessed as the joke.
Right, yeah. Whereas the Hizoku is actually just, like, it's really serious.
Yeah. They may look weird, but they're fucking frightening.
Yeah, they have done some really fucked up shit, basically. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say it right now. In Duo Lon's interview questions with Bellamy, he does actually mention his younger sister, Xiaolon, which I just fucking was overjoyed because that means they acknowledge Xiaolon exists in the Prime timeline.
And explain to people who don't know why that's so significant.
Okay. So if you're not aware, Xiaolon is a character that was introduced in King of Fighters Maximum Impact Regulation A.
Which is the 3D...
The 3D franchise
3D,
that is in its own alternate universe, and nobody talks about unless you're a huge fan of the Maximum Impact games. Xiaolon is the first original Maximum Impact character to be canonized in the main timeline.
Thanks to that interview question, literally.
I mean, okay, this is of course somewhat assuming that we do take the online reading as the canon, which at the moment I do until they give me a reason not to.
Right? Yeah, of course.
So that means that Xiaolon is the first Max Impact character canonized in the main timeline.
Which is amazing.
Fucking wild.
Right, yeah.
And I, as someone who fucking adores Xiaolon, I was overjoyed.
Now, Maximum Impact obviously has their own characters and all this stuff. Was there anything in the Maximum Impact timeline that would make it so that it couldn't coincide?
Yes.
Okay.
For starters, Geese Howard's dead.
Oh, in the Maximum Impact timeline, Maximum Impact was more Fatal Fury timeline than...
Maximum Impact 1 takes place in Southtown post the death of Geese, and some new crime lord is taking over in the power vacuum.
Which is weird because it's a KOF game. Okay, weird. All right.
So they did away with his story and then just focused on the pro tags from there on out, which leads you then kind of to that 4-episode miniseries I made you watch, where they had like ash on the buildings, burning things for no reason, and the red-haired dude rescuing the cat in the church.
Yeah. Okay. That was based off of Maximum Impact?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, So, maybe eventually some people who have been really hoping for it may actually get, Swari and Elba or something. Maybe we'll see the Max Impact characters. But just knowing that Xiaolon exists at all is just joyous to me. And then the interview also does other really cool stuff. Like, he also mentions that him and Lin are still, like, friends and, like, get along and talk to each other.
Lin again?
He was the weird Hizoku assassin with the black ponytail and the olive green skin that was in, like, O2UM.
Okay. Is it just LIN?
Yes.
Is it just... Okay.
So he was in 2000, 2001, and O2UM.
Okay.
And those are all the games he was in.
Playable?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Duo Lon, Xiaolon, and their father, Ron. And of course, Ron is the one that's... I mean, hopefully, if Duo Lon is back, Hizoku, and they're talking about Xiaolon and potential of Ron and everything like that, I mean, hopefully that means that we'll get...
Well, I mean, a part of me actually... All right. Can you imagine if City of the Wolves actually has a Max Impact guest character? Because it takes place in Southtown. Geese is dead. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm where I was going, right? Does that mean that maybe we'll finally eventually get my boy Kenso back? Or
long fucking overdue.
Yeah, because I mean, like, clearly, I mean, again, spoilers, nobody put in the chat. We already know that Kenso's not the last DLC.
Yeah.
So there's no hope for that, right? So, I mean, hopefully next season...
Man, I would not want it to be Louise. Also because we don't want an honest-to-God Air Dash character.
Louise?
One of the females from Maximum Impact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Lien would be kind of neat. But it's also one of those, I'm going to be that bad guy where if I have to get Lien and I don't get Xiaolon in a Max Impact team, I'd be super butthurt.
Right. I just want to look... No, not... I want to see what Lin looks like. Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Okay, yeah. Okay, got it.
The thing is, no. Xiaolon might be more popular in Japan, but remember, the game Xiaolon's from never released in the West, so there are a lot of people who still don't know really who she is. Alba and Swari are the, like, top-tier favorites among every region, pretty much. And then, sadly, Lien is going to be one of the next runners-up, or Mignon might be one of the next runners-up. Yeah. There are a lot of Max Impact designs I don't fully agree with, but there are a couple that I'm like, yeah. I mean, even I thought Alba was fucking cool. What you looking at, sir?
I'm just trying to see
The history of Lin's name?
Yeah, because, I mean, if he is Hizoku, I'm assuming that means he's Chinese. I'm just trying to figure out if his name would actually be pronounced Lin.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm just checking, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, he's the only one who is not part of the actual family plot directly. Because Duo Lon is Xiaolon's half-brother, and they're both Ron's children.
Okay.
Lin's just a Hizoku who's like, this motherfucker.
Right.
But also, though, I mean, if Duo Lon is, like, totally cool with Lin still, that does make me wonder if Ash's reboot affected the history of Ron the Hizoku, and then, therefore, also the Dragon Spirit with Kenso.
Right, yeah.
There's a lot in flux, and again... You know, I've said before, everything is Gennetz's fault. But we are approaching the point where everything is Ash's fault, too.
Well, as soon as you go into that whole concept of time travel, it's like you have the ability to do whatever, like that.
Okay, most people would love to see Moe Habana come back. And that shit's never gonna fucking happen.
But yeah, like, time travel is always the catalyst of, like, changing everything,
Yeah,
right?
or, like, a legitimate hard universe reboot.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, on the record, I still want fucking Wild Ambition characters to come back, but, you know, whatever. we have to take priorities first. Like, if we're gonna do that, then we better at least try to get the harder-to-get characters that have a chance out of the way, like Adelheid. Yeah, we go, like, I have a rank of, like, Adelheid and Duck King, then Gai Tendo, then I ask for the shit that's never gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Like, when I think Gai Tendo is more likely to come back than some of those other characters, oof.
I mean, you know me, it's always Kenso and USA team at this point.
Yeah.
Although I would like a Duck King return.
Yeah,
as
Duck's
well.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he's another character I'm super hoping for out of City of the Wolves.
Right, yeah, for sure. Okay. Well,
Okay, Mars People would be kind of fucking dope. I love Mars People. I actually played Mars People in Chaos.
Oh, you
Love
did?
Mars
Oh,
People.
okay. Now, obviously there was one more thing you wanted to talk about.
Verily.
Do you want to wait until we can get Kitty back to talk about it? Or
No,
is it
because
too late by then?
the big thing about it is this weekend. So we have to talk about it now.
Okay. Which is...
Ooh, Metal Slug Attack and Defense waifus. Don't get me started, buddy. Do not get me started. So in Japan, in Osaka, this week, in fact, technically starting tomorrow, I think, is quite the event. They are running what appears to be about a month-long kind of gaming pop-up pseudo convention almost.
Okay.
It's literally, it appears to be like it's a big pop-up event, but it's big enough and long enough and running enough special events that it might be worth considering it as like a pseudo-con. And go ahead and just bring up the link.
Oh, that's right. You sent me the...
I definitely did, because I want to be able to like introduce and segue this whole thing. You've got it on screen right there. It's the top one. The Bam Bam Game Monster Osaka. Yes, that's what this is. So, one of the things is, though, is like this is just a big gaming event, but SNK is like heavily tied into it. There's a lot of really cool KOF gear that's going to be on sale. We've definitely sent friends on holy quests this weekend. This shit's fucking wild. There's a lot of really cool fucking KOF gear, but there's more. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But let's just browse some of this fucking merch, man.
So what is this here?
That's the like promotional poster for KOF 15 within the event.
Okay. So
Why
we
am I
got some
getting
little handbags maybe over here?
Yes, they are like soft acrylic pouches with some of the postcard art printed on them. They're super fucking dope. I really just kind of wish that they had a few more characters.
And what are these here?
Oh, and Studio 24 is actually going to be there at the event as well with their Fatal Fury special figure license stuff. Those are other little promotional things.
These look like stickers, right?
Yeah.
Like there's the glowy stickers and the...
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What does Yeah. Actually, so on top of this, if you can attend, Studio 24, the ones who are making the Fatal Fury special figures, they will have a Fatal Fury special poster, which is awesome.
And then there's this...
Those are mini pillow cushions on the top there.
Oh, okay.
You just have to open the image in a new tab.
Yeah,
You're opening it within Twitter and
I'm
Hate
just trying to get it back to 100% is all I was trying to do.
Okay. So yeah, those are die-cut cushions, which are fucking adorable.
Oh, okay, nice.
Those, and then below that is a clear file folder set, which I'm definitely requesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not that expensive, and this folder
cool
set's
art.
really... Yeah, exactly.
Cool art.
And then the one in the middle, which is the character select, or, you know, character select portraits, which means it's one of the only things that has Gannets on it. And then, yeah, these little clear pouches, which are super fucking cool. I wouldn't have minded a few other characters, but it's fine. This saves me effort of not having to want it too desperately. This shit, though! Oh my god, this one's fucking rad. Oh, you opened the shrunk version.
Yeah, I just realized that
Pooper.
right now. Yeah, there you go. Yoink.
Okay, so these are weird little keychains where you can, like, have, like, stick figure battles or something. I'm really not sure exactly what the hell they are, but the next one. Acrylic stands that have the invite poster and the invite, and then you can spin it. It's so cool.
You can spin them. Oh, that's so neat.
And the fact that there are some really good character choices in there. Like, I mean, probably lucky for me there's not a Mary, but like Rock, Rugal, Geese, Terry, the Ash one's fucking adorable. Yeah, it's really fucking cool. And then next up, these little acrylic panels of some of these characters.
I love how they wrote the text right on her eyeballs. Like, it looks so creepy to me. I don't know.
I mean, you could also flip it around, I'm sure.
Oh no, that's not from the actual.
Oh,
that's just on the picture.
No,
that's
it's not. It's two layers.
Is it?
Yeah, look at the bottom right. There's the two picture slots. It's a double layer.
Oh.
So each one comes with like their location and their team or whatever.
I see. Got it.
Yeah,
okay,
so it's actually not over printing her.
Okay. I thought that was just on the picture itself.
Like, I wouldn't mind the On Hell one, but like I'll have to live without it kind of thing. Moving on. Now this is a fucking violent mighty need. Those chibis are fucking adorable, and I need that On Hell.
Even more than the geese?
Yeah. I actually don't like Suit Goose. I like classic Hakama Goose.
Okay, fair enough.
That Isla is super fucking adorable.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock, the Shermie, like, yeah, that whole set's pretty fantastic. I really do want to know who the secret one is, though. I feel like the best guess would be Yashiro.
That's what I was about to say, yeah. Because, I mean, they got Shermie and Chris here, right?
Yeah.
Like, why not Yashiro?
Yeah, and, like, the posing would fit, but,
like, the bubbly of the hair or something, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. And then other acrylic panels, which I'm gonna try to hunt down the Mary eventually. I'm glad there's a Sylvie now. The Shingo's fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
The On Hell is an On Hell.
I don't even see the... Oh, yeah.
You're right. It might be Shingo, actually, for the secret one. That would make sense, too.
Okay. And then more?
Yeah, so there's two different sets.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so they can also just sell the complete set if you really need.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think no Sylvie Chibi is actually, like, a missed opportunity, but c'est la vie. These are little, like, normal old-school acrylic keychains with their, like, printed sheet inside, which, like, I like it, but it's not a mighty need kind of thing, but I really do like it. 5x7 bromide prints, which are really nice. Like, cool. Like, if I was there, I would grab them, but, like, not a mighty need. Right. Stamps. Honest to God, stamps.
Oh, dude. Well, do they have 3 different color stamps? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess you buy, like, you pick your ink color with them or something.
Okay,
yeah. I don't know Japanese stamp culture, so I can't help you on that one. So Duo Lon, the thing is about Duo Lon is that he only just came out, so they would have had to do a bunch of NDA work to get the items created before they got there. These are stickers that might be personalizable at the event or in a machine, or they might be... I don't know exactly what the hell they are. But I want the on-hell, so whatever.
The on-hell?
Yeah. Top right.
That's yeah.
And if there's more to them, cool. But, now the fucking apparel.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that one got the right one. I think they're just too shrunken.
Yeah.
So yeah, the super cool anniversary picture, the tote of it, the fucking jacket.
This is a cool jacket. You got the whole character select back here.
And the thing is, it actually might be reversible. I think that's all the same jacket.
Oh, no.
It very well might be.
Oh, you're right, because there's only one price. It's a
yeah.
This would be a cool
so for those who are anywhere near interested, these are going to be available for pre-order at the event. They are not actually for sale on site. However, they will have the production models on display to test them out. Yeah, I know they're name stickers, but I don't know exactly what the limit for them is going to be. Like, are they printed on site? Do you do cool shit, or do you just pick up a sticker and walk away? I don't know the detail. But I need the fucking on-hill in those name stickers.
That's a cool Isla shirt.
Yeah, and then the next one, though, has me shaking.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Queen of Fighters, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about the postcard invite art. I love those pictures. Like, even the ones I don't love, I fucking love.
Mary's there, Leona.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And, like, the Isla is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's one of Mai's best pictures in years. Yeah.
That's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Obviously, they got the black version of it.
Yeah. And then, cool K-Dash shirts. I'm going to say it. The Nest's logo naming there actually really detracts from it. I swear, like, half of SNK's shirts have so much a vibe of graphic design as my passion.
Oh, no. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
No, this is a cool shirt. This one I wouldn't mind getting a copy too.
Yeah. But unfortunately, they're almost 5,000 yen, which is still like 35-40 bucks.
Yep, exactly.
It's pretty pricey, but they are fucking fire. And then there's more. God, look at these fucking things. They're so fucking cool.
The Iori shirts.
Yeah, the Iori and Kyo ones are pretty slick.
Outside of the fact that it's Kyo, right? So.
I can speak objectively about people I don't like. But, so stop right there. Just stop right there. So there's one of the other facts here is that being part of this, hello, Classic Tetris.
Oh, jeez. What's up? What's up, Classic Tetris?
So one of the other things about this whole event and everything that's going on, and one of the reasons why Kitty is about to have a fucking aneurysm, Masami Obari is doing an autograph signing.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah.
And if you know anything about that, like, he is not known for big public appearances and autograph signings. Mm-hmm, he is not someone who is, like, always in the public eye and going to conventions and stuff. So, like, you literally had to, like, apply for, like, a lottery to get tickets for the signing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, I dropped Janae a while ago. I got bored of her. I'm considering playing Genitz now. The only character who's a hard lock in my team is Mary. That's just a hard and fast rule.
Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, but
Dang,
yeah, okay. Obari is actually doing a signing.
Yeah. Okay.
And honestly, if I'm
I mean, that's fair that Kitty's about to have an aneurysm about this.
Also,
one, so.
I'm wondering if that's the Shikishi that he's going to be signing.
Oh,
like you probably can just buy that on site or whatever,
right.
or you get it as part of the promotion, and that's what he signs.
Right.
Which, I mean, if we could manage to go, we definitely would bring something different to sign. But because I know that Kitty would absolutely love. One of the things I bought her on one of the Zen Market excursions, I actually picked up for her the Fatal Fury the motion picture on Laserdisc.
Right, yeah.
Getting Obari to sign that would be...
Oh, yeah. Because one, it's a Laserdisc. You never need to open that.
Open it just enough to let him sign it.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, man.
In Japan it did. I don't know if it did in America, but in
Yeah,
Japan
so Lurker's
it came
fine.
out.
If you know, use Zen Market, you might.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing. Like, yeah, exactly. Obari's going to be there. It's wild, right? So Laserdisc did way better in Japan than it did here.
Right. Yeah.
And so because we're big old nerds and sometimes we like collecting things, you can just buy some of the old Laserdiscs off of like Zen Market and just have really cool old collectibles.
What is it? tinyurl.com/ZenSynkronize?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, we probably should set up a bot thing for that, shouldn't we?
Did. I could have swore I did.
Yeah, it should be the Zen Synchronize. I mean, I've still got a couple of things waiting to ship right now, and something I actually just bought last night because I finally said, fine, I'm gonna buy it. Even if it's not technically official, I couldn't not purchase it at this point.
I guess I don't. Okay.
Damn, you have 2 pages of these now? Yeah. Goodness. Didn't we do one for Spec Fiction, actually, I think is what we did, but we didn't do the Zen one, maybe?
I don't see either of them, unfortunately, so, yeah. The problem is, I'm running out of space. They actually have a limited number of commands you can put in unless you start paying money, basically, so.
But yeah, no, like, a lot of media that did better in Japan than it did here. But yeah, Laserdisc is one of them. Beta did better in Japan than America. I think there's still one other media format that did significantly better in Japan than out here, and I can't remember which one.
Did UMD do well in Japan?
UMD didn't do well anywhere. Fucking Sony making a proprietary format for their own console.
I mean, it's one of the main reasons why
I mean, Minidisc did okay here for a while, too.
That's kind of one of the reasons why I've always been mad that Blu-ray actually won, because Sony finally got a proprietary platform to actually
yeah, which in and of itself is always like one of the funniest stories to tell. So the reason VHS won in America is the same reason why Laserdisc failed, is the same reason why Blu-ray won out over HD DVD.
Yeah,
a particular industry of a particular style of filmmaking embraced it.
Yes, the very cheap, affordable ones that you will find in the back rooms of...
Yeah, but behind the red curtain.
Yeah, yeah. We definitely had one of those rooms in my parents' video stores.
Of course you did.
Of course. Dude, that stuff...
Hey, you watch your mouth.
I'll tell you right now, honestly, though, like, if you're a mom and pop shop...
You need it.
You have to have it. Like, that paid for so much because the movies cost nothing. And people would rent them over and over and over again. So
I mean, or and you get the other way around is that they'll rent it for 3 days, but they'll return it the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the bug fix patch is already out. Dope.
Wait, really? Dang, that's fast.
So then, yeah, the Crash, the Command List, and Whip Super. Which would imply that there might be a patch notes to it then, which we could go check real quick. But yeah, so the thing is that like Laserdisc is now obsolete, but it makes a really cool collectible. Like just being able, it's like collecting vinyl or something. You can hang some of them on your wall like it's the fucking 80s.
They don't have any patch notes here. They said that they're aware of some of the bugs, but that's it.
Okay, so they haven't made a post about it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so you can just get some of these laser discs and just like even just mount them on your wall like a really cool poster, or get one of the vinyl cases and mount it within it, and it totally works. I'm still trying to figure out like what laser discs I want to track down that I'm willing to afford, because I know for a fact there is one movie I would in a heartbeat buy on Laserdisc, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna like be actually pricey. I'm scared to look. And it finally got a fucking re-release on Blu-ray anyway, so I really need to do something about buying that finally, because Discotek Media, I am a huge fan of them right now, because they're the ones who actually got the license and re-released the Fatal Fury motion picture. But they actually figured out how to get the fucking license for Robot Carnival, and the English dub of it, no less.
Whoa, okay.
And that license had been in limbo for over 20 years. because the original licensor, the company didn't exist anymore, but they still owned the license.
Interesting.
And so I don't even know how the fuck they managed that, but good on them.
Oh yeah, and there's a patch notes attached to this.
Oh, hey, that works. Or is that the old one?
No, this is the old one, I think. Yeah, I think this is the old one here. I just haven't updated mine yet.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually an older
Yeah,
patch.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't booted up KOF in a while.
No, not in a while. No.
But yeah, so I need to see if I can find like the laser disc for Robot Carnival. That'd be pretty neat. I wouldn't mind scooping up maybe a Fatal Fury motion picture for myself. Ah, yeah, Project A-ko got a re-release too. That's right.
Okay.
You're allowed to clap and point if you want, if you like.
Okay.
Fucking Art of Fighting, man. That movie's so not good. It's so not good. Some of the Samurai Showdown stuff might be cool if I could find a laserdisc of that, though.
But wasn't some of that dodgy too, or?
In terms of quality, it was actually one of the better ones, but one of the anime series that was basically just a pilot, more the content was dodgy.
Right. Yeah.
But, you know, that's what happens when you get a porn director to direct a Samurai Showdown Nakaruru series.
God. Oh, that sentence just like it feels like it just gets worse and worse and worse as you say it. So
That's why I didn't dive any deeper into it when I did the anime presentation.
Okay. Well,
Oh no. Oh, that's awful.
Oh no, Japanese Tokyo Lab Company, which is archiving many old anime since 1955, will close in November, and they'll have to destroy all the masters unclaimed by rights holders? Really? God, there's got to be somebody who's... Oof, okay.
Well, I mean, you gotta bear in mind the phrasing there. If they're owned by Toho, I mean...
Yeah. Dude, you don't understand the weird kind of stuff that I have saved up from old school FGC stuff, man, dude. God. I have so much old school FGC stuff.
Oh, wow, the original Battle Angel Alita anime? That would be
F-Zero
rough.
GP Legend? Was there an F-Zero anime?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, it was like a young teen action series.
Oh, okay.
But it does have some hilarious shit.
I mean, did it have anything to do with, like, Captain Falcon and all those guys? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It was all those characters, basically? Dang, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one where the series finale actually involves, like, a suicide bombing run of Falcon Punch. like he literally just does a Falcon Punch to Black Shadow, and then you see like a nuclear explosion, and then the series ends. I think that's GP Legend.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah. Yep, that is GP Legend.
There you go. We've been going on for
A while.
3 hours and 10 minutes.
So the patch is good. Duo Lon's interesting. We don't know if he's good yet. And Obari's going to be signing this weekend at a fucking awesome gaming event that has a bunch of KOF merch.
Yeah.
Everyone keep an eye on their Twitters. Everyone keep an eye on Zen Market, because if you want to fucking deal with these secondhand sellers, that might be the only way to obtain some of the shit from this event. I know I'm going to be doing similar. And hoping to snag some of the shit that's going to be otherwise impossible. And I'm still fucking looking for that one specific Mary acrylic that has still never popped up.
Right.
My collection will probably feel... it doesn't matter how much I get. It will probably always feel incomplete until I get that one fucking acrylic.
Because you've been... That's your white whale.
That's
been your white whale for a long time. I mean, you had that little Mary plushie, but you somehow managed to get that thing, right? In good condition, too.
Yeah, that one was on the list. The resin statue was also a big one for me.
Yeah, okay.
I did manage to get at least the can badge from the O2UM set, which is nice, but yeah, there's still a lot to go. Well, not a lot, but there's still a lot of difficulty to go, because there's still just only 2 or 3 items. And then it's like, oh, I guess I just will grab this trading card I didn't have. There's a Weiss Schwarz card I'm missing, which would be like nice to get eventually, but it's like seriously 50 cents. I just have to fucking find it.
Right. Yeah. It's never about can you get it. It's just where does it ever show up.
I mean,
right?
I just need to find anyone who fucking sells Weiss Schwarz cards and just happens to have one laying around. Like whatever.
Okay. Well, what should we close out on? We did Duo Lon last week.
But we did 11's theme, which is Elizabeth's theme, technically.
Oh, okay.
So let's actually finish out on the 03 arranged version of Splendid Evil.
03 arranged. So...
Because nobody wants to listen to the 03 original versions.
So what is it, Duo Lon?
It's the Hero Team, actually.
Hero Team.
King of Fires, 2003.
03.
Arrange.
Arrange.
Or AST would be fine, but it's like, yeah, Hero Team 03 Arrange, Splendid Evil Arrange. There we go. The second one would probably be the better answer, yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, ads, I love you.
Always ads. Always ads.
Yeah. The 03 secretly has some bangers. It's just that like the actual audio quality in the game.
Oh,
like,
that's the
really
one that's the
it.
one. Yeah, you had told me about. I had the really like those sparse backgrounds and the music quality wasn't good.
Well,
right?
03 and 11 both have kind of that problem.
Okay.
Or not 03 and 01. Sorry, both kind of have that problem. But yeah, 03 has some bangers. It's just that it kind of sounds like meh. So the arrange gives you a little bit more of the like intent.
Ooh, sorry, that was loud. Hope that was okay. Sorry, guys. Wait, are you guys even hearing that at all? Oh no, they're not. They're not hearing it because.
So I'm just bobbing my head in silence.
Yeah. So. Okay, now let's do this. Well, thankfully I didn't deafen anybody with the start of it, so there we go. Yeah, now you're hearing it. Alright guys, thanks for hanging around.
Y'all take it easy.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Play more Kayla.